Hi everyone, I'm Audrey.
And I'm Anthony. Together we are Reyony. Audrey,
Yep,
how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. I'm very excited for tonight. What is tonight?
Tonight is a momentous occasion.
Finally, the Reyony Metal Gear Solid debriefing stream.
It's after a year of playing a bunch of Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid games. Metal Gear games?
Yeah, because one of them was not Metal Gear
One
Solid.
of them was not Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah.
so...
We didn't play them all. We played
We did.
plenty.
We
I
played
checked the
plenty.
dates, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
December
the dates.
15th, 2021 is when we started Metal Gear Solid 1. And of course, after each game was completed, we made no promises.
No promise.
For additional.
No promise after no promise.
And here we are, 8 games later. I'm counting Ground Zero as
No
a separate.
promises broken later.
Yeah. But we're excited, and we're excited that you guys are here too. Shout out to people who cannot make it live. The VODs will be up for you guys to watch later, but those of you who are here live,
Shout out to you also.
shout out to you as well. I just want to let you know,
everybody.
we have a bunch of stuff prepared.
We do.
Very excited to finally share it with you.
Yep.
Stuff that we've been working on behind the scenes. Very excited. But we also don't have a ton of time to make this like a 12-hour debriefing stream. It's hard for us to find the time.
I know, but hi everybody.
Hi everyone, what's up? Thanks for
Gold
tuning in.
Trial, Miku, Rafa,
Just
Taiko.
gonna say all your names. Thank you.
Fry sauce. Big Boss Tomas, Rafa, La Bamba, Malice. Hi everybody. Anthony was like,
Hello,
"Oh, we don't
hello.
need to catch up with chat. We got to get going." And I was like, "No,
gotta
but
get going.
I want
We
to
gotta
say
go.
hi to everybody."
Thank you
so-
for being here. Sorry if we
Hi.
missed your messages, right?
Yeah.
But the games we have played, Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal
Yep.
Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, 4, Peace
Yep.
Walker, Ground Zeroes, The
Ooh.
Phantom Pain, and Revengeance.
I'm gonna
We
get
will be
trials,
discussing them.
hydrates. I'll get the quadruple hydrate.
Cool. Thank you. We're going to be talking about the games. So that's the schedule. I have a little bit of show and tell. Okay. We're going to talk about the survey categories. By the way, the survey is still up. If you have responses you wanted to submit on our Discord, here's a link. Or if you wanted to edit your responses in any way, feel free. We're going to be going over them in the second half of the stream. So you have time now. And then we're just going to go through the games one at a time and discuss them. Share
do
our
it.
opinions, read your opinions, a little bit of back and forth. So if you have any questions you want to ask us about specific games or moments, wait until we get to that point in the stream, and then you can bring them up in chat. We'll do our best. But yeah, I think a good way to start to get things going is to just ask you, and then also ask myself, remind us, what was your impression? What did you know about Metal Gear Solid before we started all this? And then how do you feel about it now?
Going into it, I just remember feeling like, well, the only thing I really knew was that the lore was expansive.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of intimidated me a little bit. I was like, oh man, there's going to be like so much to unpack,
Yeah.
and I was, even going into it, I was a little bit worried about keeping up. And by the end of it, I still feel like I'm a little worried about
Certainly.
keeping up with all the little details of the games.
But do you feel now that was kind of deliberate?
Oh, deliberate?
In that there's so much
Okay.
going on, so much knowledge, so many, relationship charts and all that. Yeah.
It does feel deliberate. It does feel deliberate, and like I almost wish like I had like a textbook
Yeah.
that has everything nice and clean laid out for me. I am sure that exists somewhere on the internet. Something that I can study, and just when I read it, I'm like, I fully understand every little thing and every little connection.
A lore Bible, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Can I ask this? Do you think if you had 1 hour to prepare, full access to the internet, 1 hour to prepare, could you put together and hold a presentation, a 30-minute presentation about the plot of Metal Gear Solid 4?
With an hour of preparation?
Yeah.
a 30 minute
20-minute presentation about
20
the plot.
minutes is a long time. And it's like a not abbreviated.
Chat, could you do it?
I don't.
And you can assume that everyone in the audience has played 1, 2, and 3.
Wait,
No, I'm just making up a bunch of crap right
now. That's tough.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I would need to hyper focus on like one aspect of it.
Sure.
Or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but oh god, I don't know if I could.
Who are the Patriots?
Yeah,
that's the topic.
There we go.
That is the topic.
It would be a lot like, but then, and then
Yeah.
But then, actually, all the Patriots are dead like 100 years ago. Something like that. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some. Yeah.
You guys could do it.
Yeah, I could talk about Metal Gear for more than 20 minutes, but in a presentation, something that neat and tidy, like so that people can walk away and they give you like, 10 out of 10 score or something,
yeah,
right?
Definitely.
That'd be tough.
Do you feel now that we've gone through all these games, do you feel like you're a part of the Metal Gear Solid collective?
Oh, whether I think that or not, I feel like I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, we're not as deep as some people who are like watching every possible theory video.
Yeah.
Which, shout out, there's a lot of fun ones out there.
Shout out to Rafa, probably doing that right now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But like,
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
If not for like the intricate, like, I don't know, relationship trees and all the details of it, then just for the heart part of it, like how it makes you feel, those epic moments. I need you, like that. Those kinds of moments.
And the memes, yeah.
And the memes, yeah. Which I'm learning every day more and more.
There's
of
plenty,
the memes, yeah. So I'm here.
Yeah, I was very excited to finally get to some Metal Gear Solid on stream with you. Audrey knows that I had played a lot of Metal Gear games, and just throughout our relationship, I was always like, oh, man, you gotta play this game. You gotta see this game. I wish I could talk to you about this story, right?
Yeah, I feel like there were moments where we'd see some other media, and then you would be like,
"That makes me think of."
Yeah, that's so Metal Gear, and I'm like, I have no idea.
And you know, now you know. Now you know.
I know.
Now you can make those references.
I can, and I have.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun to be on this side.
Yeah.
I will say.
So I think we're a little warmed up. Let's continue the warm up with doing a really brief show and tell.
Okay.
Now, you guys know that we have a collection behind us. These bookshelves. We got manga. We have art books, some figures, video games. Metal Gear Solid 1, PS1.
There it is.
Dude, what a look.
I actually really love this cover. It's very simple, but I guess now it's iconic. But the front, it has that kind of shiny bit.
Yeah. The text is like this metallic foil, right?
Yeah.
Classic.
It's like a nice greeting card.
It makes me think of the Final Fantasy box art in Europe and Japan. I think it's just a white with a logo for a lot of the early
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't
Whereas over here in
know.
the West, we got in the US, we got them different.
Simple and
But here's
clean,
an
that's right.
alternate version of that. This is one game we did not play on stream. No promises.
Oh yeah, didn't play it.
Pliskin Shalashaska.
Shalashaska
Dude,
Pliskin. Shout out. Oh wait, we gotta get a dance party.
Thank you for the follow.
Pliskin. Mini dance party.
Mini
Thank you so
dance
much for
party.
the follow.
Thank you.
We're getting into a
Yeah,
little
Twin
bit of
Snakes. How many of you guys in chat have played both the original and Twin Snakes?
No promises, but I'm interested.
Audrey's curious.
La Bamba, yep.
Nice, okay.
Oh yeah, Dan, such mint condition. It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's a crack in the back of the box, but otherwise it's
it's
quite nice. I think I saw someone, iTycho, he also did Zone of the Enders, I think. This?
Okay. Oh my God, you.
Who had this? Who put more hours into this part?
The demo.
Than Zone of the Enders. Who put more hours into this little part than actual Zone of the Enders? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I played that demo over and over and over, and of course it was a demo for this. Metal Gear Solid 2.
Prepared, Miku.
Right? Look at that box art.
Oh, yeah. Someone said that they really loved Yoji Shinkawa's
Seriously. And then the follow-up
style.
subsistence version or substance version. Look at that.
It's pretty cool.
This is kind of like a game, what we would call like game of the year versions these days.
Oh, okay.
Or director's cut versions. Then we got Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, dude.
Oh, yeah. So I think someone earlier in chat was saying how, I think it was Dan Eddy, like how you were trying to hide the covers from me.
This one,
at
specifically.
Some point. Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, when we started this, I was just like, who's that on the box? I was like, oh, I forgot. I was like, oh, don't look.
Yep.
She was wondering the whole playthrough. Who's that?
Yep.
Wait, do you guys know, is that the boss at the top?
That's definitely the boss.
That's the boss, right?
That looks like her eye to
Yeah.
me. Anthony's so flexing right now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what this is also.
It's fun and to
But,
stir
you
you
know,
guys' memories.
Yeah. I need to get some Metal Gear Solid posters.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Raiden needs some posters too.
This was the reason I finally got a PS3.
Oh, did
Yeah.
this come out after launch? Like, well, after launch?
Yeah. I think it was like 2008. And PS3 came out like 2006. I don't know. Can you guys correct me on that?
Okay.
And check it out. This is the not for resale version because
Ooh.
it came with this.
Whoa! I didn't even know you had that.
This was the PS3 that I got. It was like the last one they had at Walmart.
Whoa! And do you have that figure or no?
Well, it's no figure. It's just art on the box.
Oh, it's just art. Oh, man. For some reason, I thought, why did I think the figure came in the box too?
No, that would be sweet.
That would be sweet. Devil wants to see all the boxes, and you shall, Devil. Look at this.
All right. So then there was also this Metal Gear Solid on PS3, the Legacy Collection. And it essentially had everything up to that point. Physical and a mix of physical and digital.
Nice.
You can kind of see here what it says.
Ooh.
What's included.
Oh, that's
Some
pretty
of them
cool.
are digital. Right.
We fight because we are needed. Man, I don't remember that quote, but it's
And
on the
this
box.
was pretty sweet. This is, I don't have a physical copy of Peace Walker. We played this version of it, the HD collection. That's how we played Peace Walker. So we didn't even touch the HD versions of 2 and 3. We also have the Xbox version of it
Nice.
for the collection.
I hate Gunpla.
So we
the
don't have
Metal Gears.
everything.
Me too.
There's
Prize
plenty of other stuff we don't have. But we also have both versions of Rising, Revengeance, which we know the 10-year anniversary is coming up in like a week, right, chat?
Oh.
What do you think they're going to say?
Wait. You think they're going to say something?
Revengeance 2 is what people hope because there was a mysterious 2 tweeted years ago.
By
But also,
who?
it'd be cool if it was remastered, remade for PS5. That would be pretty
remake?
sweet. Right? I don't know. What do you guys think they're going to do to celebrate? Are they going to announce something? What do you think they're going to do? And what do you want them to do?
Nano Machine, son.
And this is the only version of 5 that we have, just the definitive edition.
Oh,
Which you can look at the box now that we've played
Oh,
the game.
yeah. I don't think that I ever looked at the box now that you mention it. Well, that's a movie poster.
Yeah,
Look at
pretty
that.
sweet.
That's really cool.
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Quiet with the sniper. Or is that? No. Oh,
That's a
that's part of the.
railgun, dude.
That's a railgun. Okay. I was like, nice.
That's it. That's kind of all the Metal Gear stuff we have. We have like the games.
Mm.
You know, we don't have Peace Walker. We don't have a lot of PSP ones. There's a lot we're missing, but we're proud of the collection we have.
Pretty awesome.
The only other thing we have is like this Solid Snake amiibo.
Solid Snake amiibo.
Yeah. Smash Bros.
We'll count it.
So yeah. Show us the plushie, Audrey.
Show us the plushie. Here it is. Oh, yeah.
The
some
Solid
people-
Snake plushie.
Some people called it out. Unrelated, but here's my red panda.
Chad, if you could have a plushie of something
From Metal Gear.
Metal Gear, what would it be?
The arm guy. The little arm enemy.
The Scarab?
The Scarab.
From 4? Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
god, that
yeah.
would be. Oh, with detachable arms?
Yeah.
Oh god, that would be good.
There was like kind of a cute one in Revengeance. The one that you controlled for a little bit.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
One.
That's right.
I would want that one specifically.
Quiet. Rex for sure would be cool. Yeah.
Oh, Oh, Rex would be cool.
Oh, the fox from the Foxhound emblem.
That's really
the classic
good.
Foxhound emblem. Yeah.
Wait, a plushie of Ray? Ocelot?
Quiet Mousepad?
That's gotta exist, no?
Oh, my God. Oh, I totally forgot to grab that. We have the Metal Gear Rex model kit. That's another
Wait,
thing.
we do have that?
Yeah, we got it. But we just haven't had time to put it together.
Wait. So we were just talking about Gunpla. Metal Gear Gunpla.
My bad,
That's basically it. Ah, dang.
So we have it, but
it's
up there.
We
It's
haven't
stored
built
away.
it.
Sahelanthropus, dude.
Sahelanthropus plushie.
Dude, they have Defeater. They have it on pre-order. The Metal Gear Ray one now. It's really cool.
Oh, you did show me that. That's cool. Oh,
But that's a
man.
little bit of show and tell for you. So now we're gonna go over. We're not gonna go over everyone's responses yet. We're just gonna get everyone's brain juices flowing.
Get those juices flowing.
So, exclamation point Discord in the chat. You still have time. We created a hidden channel on the Discord where you could opt in the announcements channel. If you opted in, you can participate in the survey. We asked a couple of questions about Metal Gear Solid. I'm just going to remind everyone right now, just so you can have the questions in your brain while we're going through the stream. If you want to put in your responses on the Discord, we're going to go over them later. But these are the categories. Okay. Favorite snake. Start thinking, Audrey. Favorite snake.
This is difficult.
Right. I don't want to say all the responses, but check out the Discord.
Yeah, this is really
Favorite
difficult.
ocelot. So this is different from favorite snake because snake, I kept it as an individual throughout the games, whereas favorite ocelot is favorite version of ocelot, as in separated between the games.
Okay, yeah.
Favorite save character, the character that you called to save your game.
Oh, I see votes coming in.
The votes are coming in hot right now.
Whoa.
Guys, check it out, Discord.
Oh. I'm a little surprised at some of these, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about it.
I can't wait to talk about
Devita's voting right now. Devita, I see you voting. Okay, go ahead.
Favorite Foxhound member. And this is, of course, the group from Metal Gear Solid 1. Right?
Yep.
Favorite Dead Cell member from Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
Favorite Cobra unit member. Some of these I kind of wish I had excluded.
We can just count the second place. If
We
you
can
feel
acknowledge that.
Yeah,
and remember, if you're on the Discord right now, feel free to vote for more than one in each category. Select your favorites, plural, if you'd like. Makes it more interesting. All right, so favorite Cobra unit member. Favorite Beauty and the Beast unit member.
I'm going to have to look up pictures of them again.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll discuss it.
Yeah.
Favorite member of the Winds of Destruction from Revengeance.
I literally see people voting. It's kind of cool.
The numbers are moving around right now?
Yeah.
Favorite Metal Gear or related?
We're going to have to talk about this one.
Because some of them, I just threw everything in there.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
Shagohod was not ever really called a Metal Gear, but, that's a Metal Gear.
Or related. You put related.
Yeah. And then we have a couple of free responses where we let you guys go ahead and just type out any of your messages.
I love this.
We have favorite boss fight, plural.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite character overall, an exciting one. Least favorite characters overall, spicy.
Really fun.
And favorite game of these ones that we've played. And again, while we go through the stream, you can continue to add responses, change your responses, whatever. But I'm also just going to leave this channel up for a little while.
Okay.
On the Discord, if you guys want to continue the discussions, just remember that we have the survey channel, but we also have the survey discussion channel. If you want to keep talking about it, full spoilers are allowed on the survey discussion channel. We just wanted to make sure the people on our Discord who are not caught up with the series don't get spoiled. So if you want to talk about any of this stuff, use the appropriate channel.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at some of these for some reason.
Yeah.
It would be really difficult.
So now that we've just gone over the categories, right? We have them fresh in our mind. We can begin to go through each game one by one and talk about them.
Yep.
And we're going to go in the order in which we had played them, which is nearly release order. I think we got... Are you okay?
Do you hear something?
I think I do. What is that?
Oh, shoot. I think we're getting a call. Okay, hold on. We gotta deal with this.
Okay.
Reyony, do you read me? Reyony! Reyony, or should I say, Audrey and Anthony. This is Solid Snake. I understand that you just finished a year of playing Metal Gear on your Twitch channel, Reyony. I also understand that it's the first time for Audrey. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found that love can bloom, even on a battlefield. So, I wanted to send out a message to congratulate you on your streaming and finally discovering Metal Gear. And I'd like to thank your community of viewers and fans for their commitment to your cause. I'd also like you to try to remember the basics of CQC, to do your best to avoid getting into any unnecessary crab battles. And in this era of the Foxdie virus, once you're done Twitch streaming and you have to go outside, please take a cardboard box. You'll just feel more comfortable in the box. I mean, what's the pushback here? Be well, my friends. Congratulations. And listen, anytime you're feeling down, just remember this. Anthony, Audrey, you're pretty good.
Wow.
Wow.
Who would have thought that Solid Snake himself
Oh, who would have thought?
was following along with our playthroughs?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Come on now. Don't even pretend. It's amazing. We definitely paid him to make
Shout out to David Hayter on Cameo.
Y'all gotta check out his cameo because
He's so
David
fun.
Hayter delivers
Yeah.
so hard.
He knows about the crab battle.
He knows
everything.
we were just like, why don't you should maybe say the story. Like, you barely mentioned something, but he
he
delivered
went.
on
There's like a
something
character
amazing.
limit as to what you can like ask him to say, but he just ran with it. He knows. So hope you guys really enjoyed that. We love these special, planned production value streams. And it's been a while since we've been able to do one. We certainly had more time like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But it was fun to set aside the time to do cool stuff like that. Hopefully you guys liked it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are warmed up. Shout out to David Hayter, Solid
Hayter.
Snake himself.
David Hayter
Special appearance.
said our channel name.
Said our channel
Pronounced
name.
it correctly.
Pronounce it correctly.
Oh my gosh. Yay.
But that's not all. We have some more stuff prepared.
Uh-huh.
So as we warm up and discuss each game one at a time in the order that we played them, I also put in a bunch of time this last week editing together highlight videos for each playthrough. Now, warning, it is impossible to include all of the best moments from our playthroughs because there are so many, right? But I just chose a couple of our favorites, and I apologize if I missed your favorites. Maybe in the future I'll make more comprehensive highlight videos, but here's just a couple of fun moments to refresh our memory on Metal Gear Solid 1.
Okay, here we go. Hi everyone, I'm Audrey.
And I'm Anthony. Together we are Reyony. Audrey, what are we doing tonight?
We are starting my first playthrough of Metal Gear Solid.
What is it?
What? Some Death Note? What just happened?
Hey! Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
What was that? That was gratuitous. Oh, I think I get it. Like the actual disc?
I don't know.
Wait, like CD on the back of the CD, like the disc of the game?
Test your theory. Audrey.
Oh! On the back of the disc, they just have, all that text, and they have a bunch of, like, a collage of screenshots.
Uh-huh.
And one of the screenshots on here is a screenshot of Snake talking to Meryl, and I have her frequency.
Yeah. Do you
right
think you
here.
could go to, like, full camera and...
Right there. It says Meryl.
Yep.
So are we gonna have to try to identify her?
Yes.
So we're gonna have to look at their butts, right? Did they say something about butts? Or am I just remembering butts?
Audrey has butts on the mind.
I can see into your mind.
You are playing on a PlayStation 1.
Oh,
What?
you like sweet
What? No, really?
So, you like
What?
dreams?
I'm guessing he's reading off the memory card?
Castlevania.
Oh my God! What a waste!
I know.
Thank you.
I knew it, this motherfucker! I knew it! Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I just got excited. Yes!
Master.
It's up to you how you use the time left to you.
What?
Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
No! What?
When exactly,
Yeah,
Naomi?
I know! That wasn't clear at all! What?
Whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life.
Oh?
And then live.
Like, all those other people didn't choose life? Like, come on.
I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason.
All right.
Hope you guys liked that.
That was fun.
Trip
Look
down
back.
memory lane.
Yeah.
What a game. It held
What
up.
a game.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
You'll see in all these videos, my hair is different in every single video. By the way.
Yeah, don't worry, Malice. I am going to be putting them all together and putting them on YouTube. So
Yeah.
check out the Discord. I'll link you guys ahead of time and all that. So don't worry. You'll be able to rewatch them later.
It made me so happy when who is it who called out the rocket to the wall?
Yeah,
Before
you know that's
the
gonna be in
video
there.
started, they're like rocket to the wall. And
Rocket to the wall.
I was like, yes. And
God.
yeah, this
Tomas. It was Tomas. Yeah.
Tomas, yeah. They were so young. What a long journey.
Yeah, we started that again, December 15th,
So
2021.
long.
Metal Gear Solid. No promises, and then we just kept playing them.
Yep.
Metal Gear Solid 1 was... Would you say... I remember you feeling the sentiment from you that it was more cinematic than you expected it to be.
Well, now that we've played like V, then how?
Sure,
which is the most.
But camera angles, voice acting, really dramatic.
I think when I think about one, I think about high energy. It's like go.
Yeah.
Like you don't
It
get.
doesn't stop. It's exciting.
Forgot who said it. And what they said resonated with me, but they said like all killer, no filler. It's just like moment to moment, high action. Even the dialogue is just like really quick back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my feeling during the playthrough, and at the end of the playthrough I was like, wow, it's just you don't even get a moment to breathe here.
Yeah. And
but I love that. I love that about the game.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Memorable characters. The Foxhound crew was memorable, each individual. Even Decoy Octopus left an impression,
I was
right?
gonna say even
we didn't really
Decoy
get to see them, but their effect was present throughout, right?
Yeah, which is like an interesting way to kind of experience a character. Like, you never really got to meet them, but you did kind of meet them.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
This is the game that taught you to be suspicious of every character throughout the entire franchise, right? Because even early on, you were suspicious of Master Miller.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, you were.
See, I don't remember every little thing, but I
Sure.
remember when you were making the highlight videos, I was like, wow, I was kind of on point with some of the
You guys will
things I
notice that this
said.
is a thing. If you rewatch all the VODs, Audrey is incredible. Who knows in chat? Audrey was incredibly on point with her predictions all over the place. And I had to like,
Nostradamus,
you guys said it too, a
Audrey.
poker face. You'll see when we get to the highlights of Metal Gear Solid 2 that my... Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but for everything I get right, I get like 5 things wrong. So let's not, but we only highlight the correct
good
things.
ones, yeah.
But
what do you remember? What really stands out for you, Metal Gear Solid 1? And chat, feel free to share your thoughts. We got to be pretty breezy to get through all the games tonight, but please feel free to share your thoughts. And I'm sorry if we miss some of your messages.
Yeah. I will definitely be. I'm reading all your messages, and I wish I could address everything single day. But I'm gonna go back to read your messages too. But not trusting people, but also learning to trust people. I don't know. It's like on one hand, Master Miller ended up being Liquid, but then Gray Fox ended up being an ally, kind of thing.
Cool character.
And that was probably one of my favorite moments from the first game when Gray Fox comes in to help you
during the Rex fight.
And he's lucid, and he's like, finally, that name, I remember that name.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And we're like, Naomi, you have to live for Naomi, and then he reveals that he was the one who killed her parents.
Yeah. That was like.
And he was young then. He couldn't bring up the courage to kill her too.
Gray Fox prequel game when?
Dude.
That might be pretty cool actually.
Well, I mean, technically
the Metal Gear.
Metal Gear,
the Metal Gear games.
But, yeah.
Well, anyway. What about you? How did you feel about this playthrough?
It was I had not played it in a while.
Okay. Did it mostly come back to you, would you say? Like the story and the gameplay?
Yeah, but it was like I was excited because I was remembering things maybe like one plot point ahead at a time. So I'm like, I do a thing and I'm like, oh, I know what's coming. And I'm like so excited for Audrey to see it.
Yeah. Oh, man, there's so many good messages here, everybody. I really want to talk about all of these. About you like being excited for the next thing, and like you can definitely see, and I think Defeater's mentioning it here, how you have to like kind of contain yourself so that I don't get led on, so that I can feel what you felt the first time you went through the game.
And that is so important to us. You guys know that by now, is just preserving that, because you only have one chance at the first. Right. So I'm glad we all were on the same page, me and chat, to make sure Audrey could have genuine reactions to the crazy story.
Looking back at this first game, thinking about it now, how relatively simple it was in the grand scheme of the whole Metal Gear Solid franchise.
Relative to the rest, for sure.
Yeah, like.
But even then, that was the beginning of nanomachines, dude.
I know, but remember when nanomachines were all we had to worry about? It was like, now we got Patriots, like Lolly-Lulu, GW, Parasites, like all this other stuff. Nanomachines, son, was a. And
I don't think we've really had. Maybe we had some in Metal Gear Solid 2. We lost a little bit of it on Metal Gear Solid 3, but the enemy death final words.
Oh.
Them explaining their motivations and everything right before they die. We got that with almost every character.
Right? Yeah, I think every character. And
then we started to lose it throughout the series. Don't you guys think? I think some of you guys talked about that later on.
Definitely.
In the series too,
Definitely.
right? But the memorable ones were Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
Right?
Very
Sniper
memorable.
Wolf. They even called back to the Sniper Wolf one later.
Yeah.
Those were really special. But Metal Gear Solid 1, you're right. Action-packed. Relatively simple, easy to follow. Max, cheese, and drama riding that line. Right? Very blockbuster movie.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, definitely love it.
Yeah. You ready to, unfortunately, move on?
Okay, we
can't do a 12-hour stream.
Moving.
Keep it moving. Please continue to share your messages. We will read them later. And then if we want to continue discussion, Discord.
Yeah, that would be the best way. Or part 2 later on. We don't know.
Yeah,
anyway, no promises. Anyway.
So here is the highlight. It's the same highlight video for our Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough. Special point out is those moments where I'm trying to maintain a poker face. Watch my face. If you didn't catch it live or in the VODs, I pointed out some of them here in this highlight video. Please enjoy highlights from our Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough.
Here we go.
What are we up to tonight?
We are starting Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty.
Oh!
Was that? Did you do anything? Wait, what even happened? Is zoomed and then a sound?
You guys are terrible. You guys are all banned.
Oh my god. So I guess Snake did wet his pants, no?
There we go. Audrey's banned.
Oh, is it Liquid Snakes? Oh, because Liquid Snake got his... No.
It's been a while, brother.
What? I don't know what's happening.
Who are you? Do we have an ID? Former
Is that Snake's voice? That doesn't sound like Snake.
Training squad Dead Cell. Russian, what makes him think they can get that much?
No, that doesn't sound like Snake.
Tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Maybe I'm
Hostages.
This is kind of reminiscent of the Shadow Moses, like
There was a
him
brand new hole
swimming
cut
in
through
like
the
this.
oil fence.
Wait, this looks really similar to one, but maybe I'm just like, maybe they all just kind of look like this.
Could be.
Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Oh no.
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Ooh, hello. This is so familiar. Maybe I've seen this. Why is this so familiar to me? Maybe it's just any bloody hallway.
Yeah. Very horror movie.
Yeah.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
Okay.
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
Seriously.
This was mandatory.
Identify yourself.
It's Olga.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat again?
You mean from
What? 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 I also wrote nanomachines, question mark, question mark.
Nanomachines, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Okay, I don't know. So I just, a lot of my notes don't make sense.
What are you? What the?
You're a man?
What?
After the mission.
God,
I understand.
This is why he did not want to work with you. Okay? That is such a tease. Why is he doing that?
I had a relationship with your mother. She seduced me, and it went on. My father's death was no accident. He took his own life. It was my fault, all my fault.
Oh, the song. They have a handshake?
Yeah, dude.
You can come out now.
Oh,
What the?
Your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
this is a simulated voice.
Remembered something.
Here we go.
What?
That I've never met you in person.
This is it. We've never been. This is not the Colonel the whole time.
No more questions. We have
Oh
Rose's-
my God!
By that.
Jack,
What?
I'm
Ooh. Voice.
I'm carrying. I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose, what's going on?
What? Vision mailed?
I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots
Oh,
list?
fuck.
Of course.
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Same.
Got you,
What
Audrey.
is going on? I don't know. Okay.
Dude, that game holds up.
That game does hold up, man.
Metal Gear Solid 2. What a game. That one was really fun because it was the first of you experiencing the payoff of knowing stuff from previous games, which is like just a part of the Metal Gear Solid experience.
Oh, yeah.
Just the payoffs for knowing things, right?
Yeah.
The game deliberately manipulates you in that way. You guys saw my reactions when Audrey is incredibly on point. That bloody hallway scene.
Oh, yeah.
This is familiar, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of like just a horror movie thing.
It's kind of crazy. Like, I didn't suspect it, really. I just thought at the beginning when there were a lot of things that looked like not Big Shell. What am I
Tanker?
thinking? The Tanker.
Uh-huh.
No, a lot of things that look like the things from 1.
Oh yeah, from Shadow Moses.
Shadow Moses, thank you. I was just like, oh, maybe that's just how these games are, you know? Like,
yeah, like a Final Fantasy. Oh, every Final Fantasy has a chocobo.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
This is
maybe you thought it was like a tradition.
Ifrit of of the Metal Gear games or something.
It's an S3 plan.
But then by the end you find out that it's all by design.
It's all by design.
And after finding that out and then looking back at your expression when I'm saying all these things, it's like, oh yeah. And it's so funny how you're kind of dismissive. I'm like, oh, maybe that's just, this is just what they look like. You're like, yeah, probably. Yeah, it's nothing. I'm like,
it's so funny because I have to play it off. I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
I can't say nothing the entire time.
Yeah,
right?
you can't. Can't. So, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Dude, Metal Gear Solid 2. What are some of you guys' favorite moments? Of course, that game was packed full of incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Couldn't include it all in the highlight video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the ones we liked. We do recognize now that poster, Snake kissed it. We know that he kissed it, but that sound in that moment was suspicious.
That sound is not a kiss sound.
That is the wettest kiss.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that sound was. But anyway.
Yeah, what do you think about Metal Gear Solid 2? Did you know going into it that we wouldn't be playing as Solid Snake the entire game?
I didn't know.
How do you feel? I know you didn't have your hands on the controller for it, but how did you feel narratively about that?
By the end, I think I understood, and I kind of came around. As soon as we finished with the tanker,
you're like, okay, let's see more, Solid Snake shenanigans.
Yeah, and then we find ourselves playing as Raiden, and I was like, okay, cool. I wonder when it's gonna switch back to Snake.
Yeah.
And then
for 10 hours.
Yeah, 10 hours later. Okay, I wonder. Anytime now, we're gonna be Snake.
Yeah. Did you guys? What about you guys in chat? Did you guys come to terms with it by the end, like Audrey did?
It was really different. It had a different feel. I think it had to grow on me a lot. It took a long time for it to grow on me.
Rose didn't help.
Rose definitely. I think that was probably one of the biggest things early on where I was like, what the heck is this game, And I think even after finishing the game out, it was like, it was still like growing on me.
Trippy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, by the time we get to that, where it's kind of revealed, the kernel is not the kernel, and the GW system's like behind this whole thing, this whole development plan to make the next big thing or whatever. By that time I was like, okay, I do like this kind of twist. Yeah. But still, I was like, I needed the game to grow on me a little bit.
Yeah. One of the most memorable things about this game is that feeling of the world is crumbling around you. After Emma's virus was messing with GW, Colonel, Rose, everything is just falling apart, and it's just so creepy. I Need Scissors 61.
Yeah.
There were a couple of more freaky bits in there that we didn't get to see on stream. There was a moment where it just started playing some live action footage of this woman.
Oh.
But it went away real quick. But I think there's much more to that footage. Oh. Was there anything else in that section that we didn't get to see in our playthrough? Yeah, when they told us to turn the console off, right?
That was scary.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Colonel's encounter with an alien, right?
Yeah.
I saw that light at night. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, and even though it took time for me, it took time to grow on me, but when I look back about this game, I feel like some of my biggest, or maybe my fondest memories from the Metal Gear Solid game kind of came out of this one somehow. I'm not sure why that is.
It has a lot of heart, this game.
It does. It did.
A lot of tragedy for Olga.
Yeah.
A lot of tragedy for Otacon. It kind of sets up the tradition of his troubles with women, the women in his life.
Yeah. That was really out of left field for me. I was like, whoa.
And then we had the return of Jennifer Hale, but this time as Emma Emmerich.
That's
Emma
right.
instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The handshake.
The handshake. Iconic with the music. The music
handshake
in this game. Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. Just the best of bros kind of moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snake kind of comforting I don't know. They kind of comforted each other.
The whole Emma dying was pretty big tearjerker for me. I really like this game.
Mm-hmm,
Again, riding that cheesy, campy / serious.
mm-hmm.
Dead Cell, not as large of a group compared to Foxhound in the previous game.
Right.
But some cool characters. The introduction of Vamp.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, who we meet later on.
Phil Lamar, incredible.
Yep.
We got Fortune. We got
Mm-hmm.
Fat Man.
Mm-hmm.
Solidus, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have... I mean, the meme is there's a third one called Gaseous Snake, but no. The third one's just Solidus.
That's right.
Interesting character because he was the president that that Ocelot was talking to.
That's right.
In the title screen stinger at the end of 1. Right?
That's right.
Yeah. Again, make sure you guys are filling out the survey on the Discord if you haven't already, or if you want to change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts? Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. Let's not forget when the mass of rays, Metal Gear rays.
One Metal Gear Ray was
revealed.
already cool, but the end.
Yeah.
When you're fighting a bunch of them, pretty awesome.
I think that moment had some impact. It was like, oh boy, kind of thing. Like, here we go.
Oh, and in that same scene, we see not only Olga get killed, protecting Raiden, because her whole role with the Patriots was to support Raiden from the shadows.
Yep.
Because her child was being held hostage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the tragedy of Fortune not really having magical abilities, supernatural abilities, but it was just something given to her by the Patriots.
Right.
But then she did also kind of have powers in the end. That was crazy.
I think that's where the game kind of crosses over
to
from sci-fi to like
fantasy,
magical fantasy stuff. Yeah. So
it won't be the last time in the series, but you just gotta suspend your disbelief to really enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, Peter Stillman. That's right.
Bomb Disposal. What an incredible character.
Yeah.
The guilt.
Oh my God, how could I forget about that?
Because he faked the limp, right?
That's right, because he just felt so guilty for not being able to disarm.
Was it an orphanage or something? I forgot.
Was it a church, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Magical realism. Taiko.
Oh.
I think you might be right.
That, I've never heard that term, but that makes sense, I think. Very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of stuff at the end of MGS2 got cut, like Arsenal crashing into New York because of 9/11.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that was supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I don't feel like the game felt incomplete because they had to make that cut.
Yeah.
Unlike maybe some other games that we'll talk about later.
Yeah, it did not feel incomplete at all. Great game.
Yeah, the crotch grabbing, we'll never know why.
It's not the only time, too.
It's not the only time, you're right.
Do you think it's a cultural thing that we're not aware of?
What culture is that president from? America? Is he American?
I don't know. Can someone explain the crotch grab thing?
First, he goes in to grab the crotch, and then he's like, "Oh, you're a man?" And I was like, "Wait,
but what if he wasn't? Like, why are you doing that at all?"
Maybe that is an American president thing. Now that I think about it.
Got him.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it is a verification of identity? I could think of other ways, but we'll go we'll go with that. Okay.
Kojima predicted everything. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. You thought it was Olga. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But still, if it was Olga, why?
Oh, unless maybe he suspected that Olga would be dressed up as the character Deep Throat and wanted to grab because, maybe like physically it looks a little bit bigger, maybe more masculine, wanted to grab down there to see if there was...
Don't grab.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to justify this.
You're not trying to justify. You're trying to understand.
I'm trying to understand,
which it feels impossible.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, okay.
You don't grab someone's crotch to say, "Hello, Anthony." I mean...
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Incredible game. Please continue to discuss with us in the survey discussion channel on the Discord. Now we're moving on to a highlight clip of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Oh man, here we go.
Anything to point out about this one? Audrey did not know anything about this game going in. She knew about this game, but she did not know that this was the next game. So
I knew about and I didn't know that we go back.
Yeah, Audrey did not know we go back. I didn't even reveal that to her.
Yeah.
When this game was gonna be. But please enjoy some of our favorite moments from Metal Gear Solid 3. Apologies if we missed your favorite moments.
Here we go.
Thank you. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Ooh.
We're playing the re-released subsistence version.
Okay, who's gonna help us? The boss. The boss. Come on. Ooh. Wait, does this timing make sense?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Oh no, he's hot.
That's major.
Sorry, I just thought that meme.
You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
Ooh! He's gonna go home and Google revolvers. Wait, what? What's going on? Oh, he took the headband! He took the headband!
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots?
She's good.
There is your answer.
That's not the answer. What?
Nope.
The name's Eva.
Excuse? Oh my god! I can totally imagine him practicing this in the mirror. Is he gonna pee his pants? Is this line secure?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna call you.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're okay now.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the song! Hype! Yes!
It's so hype.
Yeah.
I'm bumping
That like that little drum building.
Finished yet.
Eva, I need you.
Say that one more time.
I need you. I can't fly the wig by myself.
The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle.
Is this Big Boss Origin right now?
I'll give.
In terms of age, I feel like the only one who fits the bill is Ocelot, but this song is too good.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
I was wondering why everyone was kept quoting that over and over.
It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the gun we gave her.
Yeah.
But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge.
She took the legacy?
Forgive me, Snake. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
All right.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Oh
my god, what an incredible game.
Yeah.
What an unexpected
What a thrill.
What a thrill. What an unexpected jump back in time. How did you feel about that? Because you weren't really confident until it showed like 1968 or whatever on the screen as we were doing the parachuting in, right?
Yeah. I wasn't confident until then. And Yeah, I mean, going in when I saw that, I was like, okay, are they gonna take us back? Like, how far have we gone back, and how does this set up the events that happened in 1 and 2? I was kind of expecting.
Sure,
so
yeah.
I kept calling like, oh, when did the nanomachines come out? When did the nanomachines come out?
Yeah.
Where's the Lalilulelo? Where's the the Patriots and things like that? And they do kind of start to set some of that stuff up.
They do,
right? Like,
absolutely.
Where the Patriots got their funding.
You're just wondering, like, when are these things going to connect? Right?
When are the things going to connect? But I don't know. I found myself not like kind of forgetting about all of that, like 1 and 2, and just kind of immersing myself.
Immersion, dude.
In the moment.
So easy to just sink into that game. What a world that they set up, right?
Oh, even in the gameplay, I feel like.
Even in the gameplay, yeah.
With
the hunger and the eating,
yeah,
frogs.
You drop in. There's no music. It's just like the sound of the environment.
Just the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I noted then, and I feel like I noted this every time, it got more and more cinematic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even the color palette of the game felt like older. I don't know, like like vintage or something.
Yeah.
The vintage looking codec calls.
Yep.
Really, really great.
Quintessential Metal Gear.
Oh,
it had the eccentric characters, save the world vibes, political drama, so good. So good. What are your thoughts on the Cobra unit? Operation... Okay, so there's Virtuous Mission, which we were going in to get Sokolov out. But then Operation Snake Eater. Snake Eater, not because you're eating snakes, but because you are after the Cobra unit.
So cool,
dude.
So cool. Cobra unit. I mean, has one of the strongest characters
in the whole series,
like in terms of presence. Across the whole series, of course.
Yeah,
the boss.
We're talking about the boss, the Joy herself.
Yeah.
The mother of special forces. What other titles did she have? Incredible character.
Oh, shall I look at my notes here?
Audrey does have access to her old notes.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to change the logo. Let me change that really.
Sure, no problem. The boss, played by Lori Allen, incredible character. Mm-hmm. She had kind of that character that has a weight to their step. Like they enter the room and you immediately take them seriously. Yeah, Blossom's saying MGS3 has the best female characters in the series. Yeah, incredible. Yeah. We got Paramedic, we got Eva.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the boss? If you're able to look back on your notes at all.
Oh, Voyevoda is another name I have written here.
Oh, is that perhaps what like the Russians knew her as?
Gosh, I don't even know.
You just wrote down a bunch of stuff.
Voyevoda in quotes. I hope that's what that is. I don't actually remember.
The main bad guy was afraid of her. That's right. Volgan respected her.
Yeah.
Let her do what she wanted.
Yeah. I would argue the boss is like one of the best characters in the series. Yeah.
We'll get there, but
like,
I think
let
many
alone
people
best
don't
female
disagree
characters.
with you.
Yeah. I mean, she's probably my favorite character across the whole series. Maybe one of my favorite like video game characters of all time.
She's the beginning and the end of everything going on in this entire franchise, right?
And
her views on the world greatly impact those who would later impact the course of history.
Yeah.
Right?
And that she kind of dies as like a villain?
Unceremoniously.
The disrespect? It like hurts. It hurts a lot.
And she'd be turning in her grave because of the various differing interpretations and misinterpretations.
Yeah.
Of her
words.
will.
Yeah, but I don't know. Who's to say what the correct interpretation? I don't know. Was it that ambiguous?
If only she was still around.
Oh,
right?
yeah. If only. God.
When are we going to make that the boss prequel?
Yeah.
What would that game be? Give me the name of that game, y'all. Of Metal Gear something. What is the boss prequel? What is the title of that game?
Ooh. Dang. Let's see. I'm thinking really hard about it because I
That's
really
okay.
want to
Chat
come
will
up
give
with
us
a cool
some good
thing.
ideas. What do you think about Unexpected? You were having to check the timelines. Major Ocelot.
Yeah, I love not just for Ocelot, but I guess for Big Boss too. This kind of like I don't want to say coming of age story, but like how you kind of see how they were and how you can see the track that how the trajectory of this game and their actions lead them to to how we know them in the other games. This Ocelot, hot-headed, young, trying to do a lot of stuff, you know, like who can't identify with that, right? It's like but he's like, I don't know, he
kind of has the hots for our boy Naked Snake.
Yeah, and he just wants to, it kind of feels like he has like
good.
a big, like, I don't know, like friend crush, you know, kind of thing, where he like really wants to, like, you know, or I guess end it like rival crush maybe.
Yeah, kind of, but like one-sided almost.
Yeah, one-sided almost, but it's like he's not even like a like, I don't know, the bad guy to his good guy, because, you know, even in that fight against Volgan, right?
Yeah, didn't he like disobey Volgan?
Yeah, because
it
was like a matter of like having a good fight or
good
something,
fair
right?
fight,
like
good
a fair
clean
fight.
fight.
Yeah. So he kind of, so it's like it wasn't about defeating him. It was about, I don't know, being able to, you know, go meet him eye to eye and you know, kind of thing. Yeah. Which was so cool, and I don't know, it's just I don't know. He's like kind of a charming, like, all of you, like,
absolutely,
not in the traditional way, like suave, obviously not suave, but certainly, like I don't know, something about him just makes you root for him.
yeah. Even though Ava was like, you're making a mistake letting him go.
Yeah. But also you want to bully him. I don't know. It's like I don't know how to describe it exactly.
Yeah. Incredible character. And then what about Eva?
We
weren't expecting her. We're expecting Adam, but we got Eva instead.
That's right.
Femme fatale, the character you kind of expect in like a spy movie, right?
Yeah.
Questioning her motives throughout.
For sure. Another character I just can't help kind of falling in love with. There are definitely some, and we should maybe address this now, and I don't know how to put this into words exactly.
Sure, this is something you've been wanting to talk about for a while.
There are some gratuitous, I don't know,
male gaze bait.
I was thinking, that word, male gaze bait. Yeah. You know, built-in mechanics that make you, you know, look at Ava and maybe some of the other female characters a certain way, which, you know, I don't care for personally. Sure. And, you know, sometimes it kind of takes me out of the game. I'm like, oh man, God, okay. Do we have to do this here? And, you know, and, you know, she is a femme fatale character, but, you know, there's that shot, you know, I forgot what that moment is, but she's like, you know, you walk in and she's like pulling up her jumpsuit, and I'm like,
but then they focus on her scars. But yes, we know what they were doing.
Right. Let's not forget the little highlight moment you put in there where you can hit R1 to have a different perspective.
Sure.
But you know, she there is like an endearing part of her to me too. Like I don't know. I'm not sure how to put it into words exactly. Like even in that I need you moment, she kind of has this like wide-eyed like, oh wait, you need me? Like
she feels honest.
She's like,
when you shouldn't feel like, when you feel like you should be more suspicious of her. But she feels like she's being honest.
Yeah,
and she gets you.
She's been mostly cool under pressure, I feel like, and then you get those little moments like that, and I'm like, oh okay, that's cute. But yeah, she put on a lot of hats for this game.
Incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
what was her name as Tatiana? As Sokolov's woman.
Yep, Tatiana, and then, you know, of course she
had that secret understanding with the boss because they recognized that they both came from the same charm schools.
Yeah.
So many interesting character relationships, and what a reveal at the end. They did it so artfully in the end when Naked Snake was listening back to the tape that Eva had left, and we saw both scenes in the room at the same time. What an incredible ending. Eva is essentially the voice of the ending of the game. She's the monologue of the entire end of the game. Really great, memorable ending to the game. There's just so much to talk about with this game in particular, but we got to move on.
Yeah, well, I mean, was there anything you wanted to add here on your, I don't know, subsequent, not first playthrough?
This game, you mentioned it earlier, it was easy to get lost, and you want to think ahead about how this connects to Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, but you don't even, it's an incredible standalone game.
Yeah.
That you don't even need to think about that stuff. Just immerse yourself.
Yeah, and...
in the late 1960s.
I mean, I guess I'll say it now, they make you fall in love with this crew.
Yeah,
and then they
SIGINT,
kind of...
Paramedic, Major Zero. Dude.
And then
we know
later on, and we all know what happens next.
Yeah. Speaking of next, let's move on to, let's check out some of our favorite moments from our Metal Gear Solid 4 playthrough. This one was hard to put together because there are so many moments. Metal Gear Solid 4, we'll talk about it, but was crafted to be for the fans. And so there was so many moments. Please enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys on the other side of it.
Here we go. We are starting Metal Gear Solid 4. Maybe he just looks old, but old Snake.
Metal Gear Mark.
Oh my god.
Metal Gear.
Move
That's
over,
right.
BB-8. This
Just
thing is
like
way
Rick.
cuter. This is gonna be a shock for her. Snake. I love these little flashbacks. Yes! That was cool.
Brother!
Oh.
It's been too long.
Classic. I have no idea who that is. I thought it was gonna be someone we knew.
She? Rosemary.
Oh!
Nice to meet you, Snake.
Oh, I know that voice! She's gonna talk about April 30th right now.
Government and PMC troops.
That's
You could be shot
Raiden.
from anywhere. Is this?
Yeah, it is.
You've spent your entire life saving the world from Metal Gear.
Oh god, and now he's the source of this biological weapon.
Becoming a doomsday device yourself.
Oh. He's got the sword.
Snake. It's my turn to protect you.
Oh. Are they romantic? Are we not human anymore?
You too.
You
Immortal.
No. I just don't fear death.
What?
So cool, dude.
No way!
I love it.
Oh! The choreography for this whole
Seriously.
scene was really cool.
Wake up and face reality. Old Snake.
I felt that. What?
I am your mother.
What?
The initial membership consisted of Big Boss, SIGINT,
No, really? The crew. Oh, yeah, it's... Oh my...
His body is alive, but his consciousness is locked away by nanomachines.
Oh, the side shooting. That's her thing.
I only get off my bike when I fall in love. Or fall dead.
She said that.
Mama. Call me Eva.
No, don't tell me. I heard a sound. I need you. It's the same.
Big Mama, come on.
Please don't tell me.
Eva, I need you.
Oh,
Is that you?
Finger guns of the Patriots, cat cars.
oh my god. god!
What a gift right there.
That is a really good gift. Oh my god. The disrespect.
Seriously.
Oh! Wait!
It's dropping from you.
When we were talking about coming back here, I was like... Oh! No, I wanna watch them. Oh, what? Oh, you do get to watch them! Should I give you the play-by-play? Ooh, Rydom got him in the shoulder. Ooh, got him on the side.
The play-by-play for me, thank you.
And they just stabbed each other back to back. Oh, they stabbed each other, and then they took out the knife that stabbed them and used it to stab each other again. Okay, Vamp keeps licking his blade. Here we go. A little stare down. Oh man. Rydom got him with the kick. Fox, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, Vamp like put his arm, like he locked Ryden's arm behind him, and then he stabbed him with a knife, and it's like stuck. Oh, two, both of his arms. He like stuck him with the daggers.
I'm peeking. I
So
can see it.
so they're like stuck on his back. No, he's gonna fight like that. He's gonna fight with the daggers in his forearm. He's fighting with the daggers in his forearm. Oh god, he just keeps stabbing him. He takes out the daggers and he stabs him somewhere else. Oh, he's getting them all over. Oh, I love it when they throw daggers. Oh, Vamp is putting holes in Raiden right now. Oh!
Oh my god, I want to watch so bad.
Oh god. He's just slashing up his chest now. It's over for Raiden. I don't know how he's gonna get out of this. He just stabbed him like right in the collarbone, like high collarbone shoulder area. Uh-oh. I think this is a bad ending. Right in the collarbone. Oh, he's taking Raiden's special sword weapon. This isn't looking good. He's ready to behead him. Raiden can't respond. Oh! What? He shot the daggers out somehow? Somehow the dagger shot out of his body and went into Vamp, and then he got him with the sword. Oh, he's bleeding. Oh, is this over for him? Kill me, he says. And wow, the transition to full screen.
Ray!
It's
not over.
Every time it hits you. Are we gonna Metal Gear fight right now? Some mecha fight? Is his arm trapped under there?
Yeah.
Don't dislocate your arm. And then he's gonna chop it.
Forgive me.
Dude, he's hardcore. What? What?
Dude.
Oh.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
They're just what?
We're in.
What? Where is your data? Where is it saved? It's memory.
Clear.
What? Johnny! They're synced up! And he doesn't have nanomachines! Oh my god, who needs them? What? No! What's in the mouth? Oh my god, is literally everyone going to die? Liquid versus solid right now? They're gonna inject each other. Yes! Oh my god, this is too epic. So. Oh. And you naked snake! It says naked snake! No. No way. I cannot believe that. No way.
But I'll remember everything you were and stick with you to the end. Otacon. Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?
Rude.
Oh. So they stay together. All right.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Very nice.
So many moments.
That was the longest.
That's the longest one.
Highlight video.
Hopefully you guys
so
enjoyed
far.
it. There was just so much to cover in that game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The game was like 40%. I don't know, but like 60% cutscenes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fan service.
You know, yeah, fan service. This game was definitely a love letter.
Love letter to the series for sure.
And I mentioned this before, but this 4 was the only game that I had seen any footage of prior to this year of Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Because my brother played it. And so anytime I had seen my brother playing it, I didn't have any context for it. And so obviously, like, imagine going to this game not having any of the knowledge of the previous games. You wouldn't understand most of it, I feel like, which is what happened to me.
Yeah.
So I just took in some of the sights, some of the smells, some of the sounds of the game.
Yeah. Did anybody in chat start with 4?
I'm sure.
Let us know, or if you know anyone.
My brother
wasn't
the only one.
Your brother started with 4.
Yeah. Just to play.
I forgot until even later in the playthrough that some of your cats.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Some of my cats. Some of my cats. Yeah. Back then were named after these characters that I had no idea about.
Big Mama was one of them.
Big Mama, Big Boss. We also had a Little Boss.
Yeah.
Because we're like, I don't know.
Out of context. Yeah. they had no idea.
Yeah.
This kid's naming all these cats.
But then going into this game with the knowledge of 1, 2, and 3 was so rewarding.
For the fans, dude.
For the fans. And I think this one has the top hypest moments of the whole series for me.
Yeah.
Like,
we're not going to necessarily say it's the best critically, but oh my God, when you just dive into it, and you're just trying to have a good time.
Yeah,
get that popcorn.
You're like, at every moment, you're like, all right, who are we going to see next? The vamp.
Check off the list. Yeah, get that bingo card out.
Yep, Big Mama, there, Ava, there she is. That kind of thing. So that was really exciting.
Yeah, that chapter. Did you have any indication that we were gonna go back to Shadow Moses?
No.
Dude, it was represented so well. Too.
Yeah, I don't think I did. And then when it happened, and then the way they did it with the first little dream sequence, that pretty much sums it up. Like, this is for the fans,
for the fans, seriously. And as you're going through Shadow Moses, and it would have audio clips from the previous game.
I think I felt like emotional hearing those things. I'm new to the series, but I could still feel like the weight of that moment for fans who had maybe played it closer to when it came out the first time. But yeah, that kind of stuff gets me. I'm totally like someone who
gave you everything you wanted and more.
Pander to me. I will eat it up. I will. So I really, really love it. Eat it up. I mean, like the fight between the Metal Gear Ray and Metal Gear Rex.
Yeah, dude.
Who could have imagined? I was like,
yeah, you're piloting the Metal Gear Rex, which was already hype. It was like an escape sequence.
Yeah.
You're killing all these gecko as you're trying to bounce. And then a moment of quiet, and then the Ray jumps out of the water in that iconic amphibious vehicle, just slipping out of the water.
The brother!
And then it lands, and then it does the pose, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh my God, so cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And Vamp comes back. We get to see the cool Raiden versus Vamp fight, which was a trailer for the game, I think, right? A long time ago.
Which one? Which fight?
In chapter 2.
Their first the first encounter?
Fight.
Okay. When he's like doing a windmill like break b-boy move with the geckos. Oh my!
That if you fully submit to the cheese, it's just so cool, nonstop cool.
The choreography for their whole fight there is so good. I go back to that and look at that because
someone pointed it out at the time that it was like Raiden was a break dancer and Vamp was a ballet dancer.
Oh, there's that too. But he kind of had
cool.
they have like some martial arts
definitely
mixed in.
And then their fight later in Shadow Moses, which shout out to Audrey doing the shout casting. That video was long because I did not exclude any moment where Audrey was talking from it because it was just so funny as I was doing that edit. Just like quick cuts of just Audrey talking. It was so funny.
Yeah, Jen, right off the top room.
Yeah. Glad you guys liked it. Oh my God, that was fun to edit.
Yeah, that part's really fun.
it ties together Metal Gear Solid 3,
Mm-hmm.
right, into 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
with the Patriots founders being, unfortunately, our crew.
Which felt pretty, like, out of nowhere, right? For me, at least.
Yeah, chat's reinforced to us that a lot of this stuff, Kojima did not know he was going to make sequels after sequels.
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely, those connections to previous games had to be this and that retcon.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever feel, like, you kind of just said it right now, but did you ever feel it was, like, super out of place or, like, out of nowhere?
I did feel like it was out of nowhere because they had not indicated that ever before. And some things also got rewritten, like paramedic, originally written as he, correct?
In just one.
And then
they
later
changed it into
they retconned it, so that it kind of fit that narrative a little bit more. But like you kind of said, once you submit to it, and you just accept it for what it is, then it becomes fun.
Yeah.
And it becomes like, oh my god, I can't believe it, instead of trying to be picky about it.
Yeah, you don't want to, like, ruin your own fun.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's how I felt, at least.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things was kind of cool, though, at the end of Metal Gear Solid 1, how Ocelot pointed out that the DARPA chief recognized him. That's why he had to kill him. And that's because the DARPA chief was Sigint. Sigint recognized Ocelot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff in there.
Right. Yeah. Brings back Big Boss, who is shockingly alive.
Yeah, and the twist too, because the
Yep.
body we kept seeing was not Big Boss; it was Solidus, which
It
makes
was
sense because they were
Solidus.
most genetically identical.
And I think you pointed it out to me later. If you looked at the eye patch placement, right? It's the
It's
placement
the
for
opposite.
Solidus.
For Solidus, yeah.
So
do you think anyone playing Metal Gear Solid 4 for the first time, anyone who saw that body in the back of the van and are like, that's Solidus?
I guarantee you.
Do you think
I guarantee
anyone
you there was
was
someone like that.
Wait, the eye, it's the wrong side.
I totally guarantee
that's
you something
Solidus.
like that.
That's not Big Boss.
Because I remember going into 2, and then I remember Ocelot's arm had been cut off, and I was like, okay, I know which arm it is. I was looking for the arm, so I can't imagine people remembering which eye for for Solidus, kind of thing. So, but I'm pretty sure there's someone out there.
All right. Tons more to talk about. Again, please feel free to continue the discussion on our Discord. We do have a separate hidden channel called Survey Discussion. Feel free.
Yeah.
Moving on. The next game that we played surprised us. It was a handheld game. While we did play the HD remaster, it would surprise us in how cinematic it was.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. So here's a couple of our favorite moments from this game. See you guys on the other side.
If you're just joining us, we're watching little highlight videos that Anthony made for every Metal Gear Solid game that we played. So here is Peace Walker. Okay.
But we are playing Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
I'm ready, boss.
Oh, this guy is such a trooper. Miller?
Don't worry. It's not
Does that sound familiar to you?
Master Miller, no?
Yeah, good call.
Her name is Paz.
Paz.
Paz Ortega.
Paz means peace. Oh, Tara Strong.
Or loyalty to me, your country or your mentor, your mission or your beliefs.
Oh my god. What is that?
Wait, that would mean nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa
This feels especially cinematic.
Yeah. On a
Even the
freaking
music.
PSP, dude.
Like, feels like a more, like...
Dude, it's so sweet.
Oh. This sound sounds familiar. This, like... They just kidnapped that kid!
These scenes are so good, dude.
Oh!
Everyone treats me like a child.
Oh, this sentence.
I'm not a kid, I'm 12.
I'm not a kid, I'm 12. Every 12-year-old thought that.
I wish I was dead.
Oh, no. Oh!
Okay, then. I'll put you out of your misery.
What? Dude! I know he's trying to teach him a lesson, but this is really intense. He's 12 years old.
You are only going to kill a man.
Oh my god.
I just wasted a bullet. Don't waste your life. Listen to me.
Oh!
You died here today.
Whoa. Nuevo hombre. Oh, he said it. Oh, dude.
You told me it was going to be a deterrent, that we wouldn't have to launch.
That's Emmerich's voice. This is where the tragic Emmerich line starts.
Oh, it was before this.
Oh,
The Manhattan Project.
Oh, you're right. Peace Walker's the name of the Metal Gear? What is all this?
That looks kind of like a
Shagohod,
Shagohod, dude.
I was just thinking that.
Throw out some too late.
Miller, and we came up with Metal Gear Zeke.
Zeke. Like this weird, like vibe right now with the happy, like uplifting music, and
Disturbing.
clearly this tense, just uncomfortable feeling.
Is that you?
This is
Dude,
wild.
if she says remember the basics of CQC, I'm gonna lose it.
Now's your chance, Snake.
Remember when Kaz is like, "You think you can actually destroy it?"
Oh,
Remember?
again? Yeah.
From now on, our only heroes.
Yeah, this guy's got good crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, the song.
Oh my god, dude. Yes, dude, MSF.
Go, MSF!
Dude, the music too.
MSF. MSF.
Freeze! Dare point your gun at a comrade?
We will not be pawns of the KGB.
Yep. Don't try to pull that on us.
Victory! Hasta la victoria siempre!
Amanda! We're home! Look! We're back in
I'm just waiting for them to call her the Commandante.
did it, Amanda! I mean... Comandante!
Oh, yes!
Dude, Audrey's too good.
They did it! I love it. I love it. I'm
fine.
That was a pretty sweet moment. He's typing in something. Is anybody gonna stop this guy? There's a butterfly button. Hello? Who let him do that?
Wasn't someone supposed to be watching him?
Oh my! There we go!
What's it gonna take to get through?
I guess an atomic bomb would do it.
Oh my god.
You tried to be
I'm
funny?
telling you, that armor was designed to whisper.
Sir, we've got a call.
President?
No, sir.
Then who?
He,
Spit it out!
he claims to be Big Boss. Big Boss? Patch him through.
Oh, this is kind of epic.
We need proof you're
He's gonna say lole lule lo.
You have any. I hope you'll shake my hand.
Oh,
Chairman, but we are not.
Is there such thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing. And
She
never
said
has
this before, right? This exact thing.
I won't make the same choice as her. My future is going to be different.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's right. From now on, call me Big Boss.
Snake,
Here we go.
we've got a problem. Zadornov's not in his cell.
Oh gosh. Boldman's
Then you,
parents were
Snake.
like,
Zadornov's on the loose.
What? Again?
oh my god.
You got a new mission. Find Zadornov.
Again?
Yeah.
Snake.
No.
Done it again.
No.
Great.
Okay. Here we go.
Stop. This is
Zadornov.
seriously
What's
like a
that,
parody.
skate fetish?
Rocket. Peace.
I love that we chose these guys. I forgot.
Metal Gear Reyony.
Oh no, it was. I feel like you knew her.
Oh, I am myself.
Oh.
Right.
Why is she in her underwear? Who is Cypher? Who is Pacifica Ocean?
I knew who they really were
What?
all along.
That is...
I used them.
Oh.
I suppose you were the one.
Our heaven and our hell. This is utter heaven.
All right.
Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I think some people
Walker.
consider that to be Metal Gear Solid 5 because it was like a jam-packed full game. What did you think about how much they were able to fit into that game on a PSP? Of course, we played the remaster version, but what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I was surprised at the different format.
Definitely.
I didn't know what to expect.
Oh, the missions.
It was like the mission style kind of gameplay, and then also this whole aspect of having to maintain your base.
Yeah.
You know. This is the beginnings of Outer Heaven.
Yeah.
Or I guess the first, whatever, the one, Mother Base 1, is that the way we call it? Okay. And then, the style of the cutscenes really surprised me too. I mean,
Yeah, it felt grand despite a more simple storytelling technique.
Yeah, and I never felt that there was, I don't know, like the handheld nature or the system like limited it. It felt like they've explored different ways to tell the story, and it was interesting. I'm kind of surprised, and I see why people call it S5 because this feels like a required reading for the subsequent games.
And do we acknowledge that Portable Ops was out there? We haven't played it. Maybe we'll check it out one day. But yeah, Portable Ops leads into this.
Yeah, that's right too.
But huge.
Yeah, and then also I forgot about it until this moment, but we hadn't seen Miller as Miller until this game.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. And
technically the first time we saw the real Miller in a game in our playthroughs.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know. Yeah,
that's why I was just so excited in the beginning that you were like, you remembered Miller.
I just Master Miller. That's all I really remembered about Miller at that time. Now, after playing V, he has a bigger bigger place in my heart and in my head when it comes to this series. But kind of interesting.
Yeah, dude, Peace Walker. It's another one of the games, also with Metal Gear Solid 3, where we kind of felt like I wish I brushed up on more of my world history. But because of our ignorance in some of the events in real life, it felt like it blended together even better. You were just constantly like, wait, did that really happen?
Yes.
Or is that a Kojima?
I'm constantly thinking when they show that scrolling timeline, I was like, was that real?
Yeah,
or
which thing is real? Which thing is Metal Gear? A lot of it was real. A huge majority of it was real.
Les Enfants Terribles?
Yeah, very real.
Maybe. I don't know.
Dude, Peace Walker.
Something about a cloned goat or something? I'm just kidding. Sheep. But yeah.
It's also the beginning of our obsession with Fultoning.
Oh, true.
Peace Walker, yeah.
True.
Fulton everything.
Fultoning, the introduction of Paz, who comes who is like a huge
We'll talk about her more, I'm sure, but did you have any suspicions about her? Or not until the end? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I don't think that Actually, I don't know.
I think they gave us some things to be suspicious about in terms of her being the college student. Some inconsistencies. I don't remember specifically, but
yeah. I don't remember that exactly.
Yeah. And this whole game was at the beginning of the playthrough. I asked you to think about the question: was this a story worth telling? And I personally felt like it was. The reason is because it illustrates the transition from Naked Snake to Big Boss. In the ending monologue, he embraces, even though he had inherited the title of boss from the boss, he didn't really embrace it, but he embraced it in such a way that he kind of threw away the boss. Because he didn't accept the way that she so devoted herself to the mission that she died for the mission, and he didn't want that. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna take the name. Call me Big Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Gosh, there was something I just remembered and I totally
so
forgot.
sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault at all. Oh my God, what was it? There was something.
Keep thinking about it. Chat, I was a little worried with this game and the games going forward about it being entertaining for Audrey because of the gameplay loop, the mission structure, and that I did go into it knowing that some missions, especially later on, needed to be repeated to be able to progress the main story. I was worried it wasn't going to be entertaining, but it worked out, especially with how surprisingly cinematic and entertaining the storytelling was. So I'm glad we enjoyed it, glad you enjoyed it, and glad that Audrey enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Do you remember now?
No, I don't.
Audrey
it's
lost
completely lost.
Audrey, you got to let us know on the Discord if you remember.
Okay, I'll remember. I mean, it must have not been important because I forgot it so quickly, but yeah, Peace Walker.
Yeah, it's another one that I didn't play until later on because I didn't have a PSP right away.
Right.
Same with PS3.
Yeah, I kind of wonder about I get where you're coming from about it fleshing out how Naked Snake transitions to being the big boss kind of character.
Yeah.
The boss keeps coming back to like haunt us.
Yeah, and this is where Johnny in chat was like, "Oh, if the boss is alive, then I'm done with the series, right?" But
yeah, it's kind of like obviously the boss is already in the back of Naked Snake's mind, you know, in her death, but then also she comes back as like this
Peace Walker,
the Peace Walker, yeah, which is, you know,
which is yet another individual trying to get at the boss's intentions. Strange love, obsessed with the boss,
yeah,
enough to want to get all the documents to create the AI to just get that closure with the boss, right?
Yeah.
Compelling. Everyone loves the boss.
Yeah.
So next up in our year of Metal Gear, we moved on to kind of the modern era.
Yep.
We're treating this one as separate, even though it's not necessarily the next one in the release order. We played essentially the prologue to Metal Gear Solid V or Metal Gear Solid 5. We played Ground Zeroes. This was a shorter one, a one-stream playthrough. But here's some of our few favorite moments from that playthrough. Please enjoy. Today, we are starting Metal Gear Solid 5.
This that we're doing today, Ground Zeroes, is a separate kind of prologue. What did they do to this boy? Is his headphones? Oh! Oh no. Did he say something? He already had that situation in Peace Walker where he, you know, was tortured and he gave up information.
Yeah,
he felt so horrible about that.
Intense scene.
Who's that? Am I supposed to know who that is? How come Oh. I don't know who that is. Okay. We're switching out identities? Oh, XOF. It's Fox.
Oh, I thought you had it this whole time.
I'm sorry. I'm so...
Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh?
He said the thing.
Dude, I love this. I feel terrible, but I love this. Oh god. So much for the mission briefing.
It's gonna happen.
Get in, get out, quietly? No. Oh.
What? This guy's fired.
Wow. She's gotta be like, what, 15?
No, we don't know. She was a spy.
Oh!
Snake! No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Ah! Are they gonna show it?
Put the kids to bed, y'all.
Hold her down. Hold her down!
This is so
Poor
graphic.
Chico, dude.
Oh, is this Mother Base?
Dude, the Starbucks and everything.
So that...
Bitch!
Oh, I feel like I haven't seen Kaz like this. Oh!
Your favorite song.
What? Or no?
I think that's the whole game.
No way! Really?
Ground Zeroes.
Wow. All right.
A dramatic shift in tone.
Totally.
Yeah. But sorry, you said you remember something from Peace Walker?
Oh yeah, the thing that I had forgotten, because this actually reminded me, this highlight video, that that Kaz knew that Paz was a spy.
As Adornov, yeah, but he let them in.
But he let them in because he was like, well, we gotta use
their resources.
We'll use them. We'll let them think whatever they want to think while we use them also.
Yeah, and I think as we go on later in the later games, a lot of people put a lot of the blame in what happened in 5 on Kaz.
Oh, because
that's the core of it.
Well, yeah, and then in this game in Ground Zeroes, he's like, "Oh, you spying bitch!"
He's gotta blame himself too. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I couldn't help but think, well, you kind of knew all that. But anyway, yeah, like you said,
Zeroes, dramatic shift in tone. So dark.
It was unexpected.
Yeah.
For me. I wasn't expecting like zero levity. Like there's no moment where there's no like fun quip.
Yeah.
There's no peeing in your pants moment. There's none of that.
A little bit in the proper Phantom Pain, but Ground Zeroes is covered in blood.
It is.
What a game, what a prologue, and what a huge jump in graphical fidelity.
For sure.
And not only that, this was a PS3 game, dude. We didn't play the PS3 version.
Yeah.
Right? But it's still, from what I've seen, held up in terms of graphics on PS3.
Yeah. Talk about cinematic.
Yeah. Open world, huge sandbox levels.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I think La Bamba in chat recommended that I replay it off stream as a way to practice the gameplay leading into the Phantom Pain, and I really appreciated that because I needed it.
Yeah.
Cool. But Ground Zeroes, and that was essentially the last thing that I had already played in our year of Metal Gear.
Right.
Right? Because after that, we played a couple games where it was new for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which was a new experience.
Yeah, which was fun. We both got. Instead of me just trying to keep a poker face, I got to theorize along with you. But is there anything else about Ground Zeroes that you want to touch?
I mean, we kind of said it all, but I just can't help but emphasize how dark this game was. I mean,
and the tapes.
I was gonna say they go into the tapes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's real, just dark stuff, and yeah, even seeing Paz, like, kind of like hung up like that a little bit. The way we knew her, even though we know her as like a spy, it's like, oh my, like what happened to you?
It's hard not to think about, the cat Nuke, where she's cooking with Celine and Amanda.
In the tapes, in her diaries, like
diary.
It's like
a diary of someone softening over time.
Yeah.
In the beginning, she despised every little thing, but like talked about how she had to keep the charade. We're talking about Peace Walker essentially, but it definitely ties to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first of Kiefer Sutherland. I mean, thinking back now, do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of set up like, hey,
you knew that there was something.
There's going to be a new Snake.
Yeah.
And what do you think? And I think, eventually it was natural. It was a natural performance for me, like given the tone of the game and the direction it was. So I didn't feel like, oh, like suddenly there's this new, new voice for this character. And even the character Snake himself, with the tone shift, and the literal tone shift, like the literal voice shift, it felt like a different Snake. So I don't know. And I guess all these things kind of changed, so it didn't...
At the same time, yeah.
At the same time.
It wasn't just like one thing sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it's not like, it's the same game with the new voice, where like
everything's
a Crisis
different.
Core kind of thing.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that. But yeah, I think, I'm not familiar with the actor at all, but I grew to appreciate the performance and his take on Snake.
It fits the style and the tone of the storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I heard more of it. Like I do miss. Like I feel like we would have got more of it if there was more of it if there was classic codec calls, back and forth conversations, which we didn't get very much of.
Oh, true.
Because we were just listening back on tapes.
Yeah.
Mostly of other people talking, right?
True. Yeah.
But we got a little more in the Phantom Pain.
Yep. Peter, can't wait to read it on the Discord. Definitely put it on the Discord.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And again, going back to the dark thing. Also, like, you know, the events are obviously very dark, and then also is very graphic. You know, when you go
graphic. You had to look away.
When you open up Paz's scar to get the first bomb, and then you find out there's a second bomb. It was just all, and then even like the visual, like where Chico had like an ox out like thing.
Do you think that's related to the next game, the vocal cord stuff?
I don't know. Is it? It's a little different because the earbuds are in the throat. So
I don't know.
Like, and he had like the metal like things in his legs. I don't know.
Just so he couldn't run. That was a different thing.
I'm sorry. That was a different
the metal things in his ankles.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was all like
because
really
he was so graphic,
intense. Like you know, they kind of take it to the next level in these next games. So you know that kind of set me up for a Phantom Pain. I think.
Yeah. So let's head into that.
Okay.
Yeah. So naturally, the other part of Metal Gear Solid V or 5 is the Phantom Pain, the first of the duo streams Year of Metal Gear that neither of us had played.
Mm-hmm.
I knew a couple things going in, but not very much. And what a pleasure this was. This was across 12 or 13 streams.
Wow.
So I had to choose just a couple moments. Please enjoy these highlights from our playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
The Phantom Pain.
The Phantom Pain.
For the first time.
I know it's difficult.
Oh!
But please look down.
Oh! Okay. Oh! What was that?
Ethanol?
Okay. Time to light her up or what?
Oh! Dude.
Oh!
The name's Ocelot.
What?
You know who I am. What took you so long?
Oh, he said it. I love it.
Yeah.
Snake?
What? Peace. Is this Peace on the...
That's right. It's her.
No! We have pieces of her bone in our face, right?
Where's...
Dude, was that even him? We don't even know.
Oh! Oh!
What the
That's skull business. Yeah! That was pretty sick. Come on.
Oh my god!
She was
Dude!
Let's go!
Dude!
Okay, that's gotta be impossible to do, right?
You were about to get bonked right now.
What? I can't.
Dude.
It's doing tippy tappy straight up. Little tippy oh, that's
Dude,
gonna be the thumbnail.
That's
yeah.
the thumbnail.
Oh my god. The credit spoilers, here they are.
Oh, dude. Ocelot in his element.
What did I do?
Well, you better start talking why you weren't here when shit went down.
Oh, dude. Oh my god, dude. What is this?
Parasite, baby. No, yeah, because wait. Oh.
They're kids. All right, I'm
That's
just gonna assume that we go this way. We might die from this.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like we relaxed a little too.
No, because he knows.
He knew he was.
Oh, yes.
Oh God!
Oh my god, this is awesome. Oh, they're like quiet. They're like quiet. The way the flesh comes in.
Yeah, yeah. but they're not like quiet because they're fully clothed. But also, oh no, they're like quiet. Never mind.
Who's doing this?
I don't.
Who is doing this?
Such a lust for revenge.
Such a lust for.
What the hell?
Just chuck it in the fire. Oh my God! See? Oh! Snake!
That was for us.
Okay. Wait, who was that?
Emmerich.
I did it! Revenge!
What the heck?
That boy ain't right.
What language is this?
Oh.
Oh!
Shout out to Vengeful Moose. A hero. Goodbye.
What is that?
It's
Their ashes.
They're dead because
Someone get him out of here!
You gotta keep him in his room. Right. What is it doing?
With the camera. With a recording?
Oh.
Hook, line, and sinker! Big mistake, buddy.
Oh my God.
Big mistake.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, I just
Everyone's
headshot
good,
the pilot.
but
Half a mile to go.
wow, I really like her voice.
Peacock, I can see you.
But of course, this is you thinking that I should think
I was
that.
just thinking that. I was just thinking that.
Mystery now. I am just a phantom.
He stepped in front of Boss. So is that recognition that he knows?
He knows now.
He knows now.
My understanding is this main op number 51 was cut from the game. Oh!
Oh, that
he pulled the parasites out.
What?
Oh my God, dude. Is he fully himself now?
All right.
The Phantom Pain. There was a lot of stuff in that dang playthrough. It was hard to choose. I didn't want it to make like a 30-minute video.
Yeah.
It just shows a couple of moments.
Yeah, there were a couple of moments that I think later on we're like, we should have put that one in there, you know.
Dude,
like,
what a game. It was a pleasure, Audrey, playing that alongside you and both of us getting to theorize together.
yeah, that was special. That was special.
So fun.
Yeah, some of our early theories, or your early theory that I thought was going to be it, was that, you know, there was maybe some
hallucination.
Yeah.
The brain damage. Doctor said
dissociation or something like that.
We're like, is any of this real? Anytime something was surprising, we're like, wait, is this in our head? Are there any other witnesses? Has anyone else talked about this? You know?
Yeah, I mean, there are so many things.
The man on fire. Like, did anyone see that? Did anyone else see that?
Does anyone see this? The baby mantis? Does anyone see this flaming unicorn? Like all these things.
Thanks for the hydrate, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah. So, yeah, and I don't know. It was done in a really like masterful way. I feel like it's like it. Obviously, I mean, they set it up because we have, you know, pieces of Paz's bone in our face, but it's like it makes you kind of question. Is it like an unreliable narrator situation or an unreliable perspective situation? You know what I mean?
Yeah, great question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, something like that. So, and then the twist is like even grander than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah,
I think.
Dude. I can understand how some people did not like so jarring of a rug pull. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we had a little bit of that in Metal Gear Solid 2, and not everyone loved it. But in this, where you're like, oh, you're not even Big Boss.
Yeah.
Right? I thought it was cool. I liked it.
It was crazy.
Looking back on it, I really like that.
Yeah. It was a really crazy moment. Yeah, Malice shooting her crew in quarantine.
That was really brutal.
Yeah.
What a mission. Yeah.
That was, and I feel like I was desperately like, is there another way? You know, like, Are we sure this is it? Because this feels like really bad.
But shout out to Snail Guy. What a hero
Snail
who
Guy.
recognized what was going on with the parasites and tried to keep a clear mind to warn us.
The unsung hero. Imagine if he didn't warn us that anything after
They would have made it out. They would have made it out.
Yeah, they would have made it out, and the events of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, and 4 would
History
never
of
have
the
happened.
world.
Like it would have been different.
History of the world.
But
Totally
Snail
different, yeah.
Guy.
Snail Guy. Shout out.
Snail Guy turned it. He didn't have a name, did he? He just I'm not going to be a snail.
He was just
or
one of the
whatever.
scientists, I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Did he say I'm no snail?
Yeah,
Right.
something like that. Bait for birds or something like that, right?
That's right.
The Moby Dick theming of the game. Lots of
literary references.
Yeah,
for sure.
literary references.
And in terms of gameplay, dude, it was so much fun to play. I think a lot of you guys mentioned you felt the same way. It just was a solid, fluid game to play.
Yeah.
Fun. I did a ton of off-stream stuff for this game.
We went more action than stealth.
Yeah.
In general, for the on-screen, for the on-stream playing anyway.
And I'm glad that you guys were able to embrace my style for most of that playthrough when things did not blow up. Mm-hmm. In that I was methodically taking my time and clearing out, Fultoning every individual in every base before we progress stuff. And then, you know what? That came around and bit me in the butt with Kikongo. You guys were probably grinning through your teeth.
Oh, man.
Leading up to the vocal cord parasites where, we have to sift through our 1,000+ members, maybe 800+, but I know La Bamba was laughing at me. Who else was laughing at me when we had so many people on Mother Base? Oh my God.
Also, another thing that people were laughing at that we didn't know at the time was that you were joking, what if I named this character Dumbass at the beginning? And we eventually named her Reyony, but then what if we named Dumbass? And then it would have been funny if the picture over and it would have said, I forgot.
Thanks, Dumbass.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, something like that. So that would have been funny.
Yeah, I missed that clip in the highlight clip, but
oh yeah,
that's fine.
Rafa asks Morpho or Pequod, and Morpho is the Pequod but in Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
Gotta go with our boy Pequod, of course.
Which Pequod? We had 7 or 8 Pequods. A couple of Pequods died off stream, but yeah.
All the Pequods.
Shout out to Pequod.
D-Dog.
Shout out to D-Dog.
D-Dog.
D-Horse or Dog Horse?
I don't know. I don't know why. I thought one of my very incorrect predictions or suspicions was that we were gonna lose D-Dog by the end of this.
You were scared, but
I was
they
scared.
wouldn't have done that.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, because it's
so mean.
I mean, I don't know. It's there's this feeling where it's this character exists in this game, but we don't know about them later on. So what's gonna happen to them?
Yeah, I know.
By this point,
Yeah.
Punished
chick.
Punished
chick. We thought we were gonna change that up, but no, we were attached.
Devito never lost a single Pequod?
Dude, what a pro.
That's pretty impressive.
I just kept dropping into areas where the map said there was no danger, and then there was just a tank or an APC right there. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's danger.
You need the D stands for diamond. Yeah.
We
knew that, but then I think someone said that, oh my God, someone during our playthrough was like, I didn't realize that the D stand for diamond. I thought it was dog horse.
Yeah.
Or D horse. So yeah, we kind of tease about that. I just never flew into hot areas. I gotcha, Devito.
I tried not to, but they ended up being hot.
Blossom, me too. I tend to assume the cute animal/robot thing is going to die in most things. Same. It's just easier for me that way.
Yeah. But as we got to the end of the game, we knew that there was going to be something about the game. We knew that there was some shenanigans with the development, but we had no direct experience with the game. So it was a question of, are we going to notice it? Are we going to feel it? And we saw the main op 51. The unfinished main story mission.
Yeah.
Which kind of was a bridge for the Liquid Snake character.
Yep. And I did feel how the Rocky development impacted, I don't know, I guess.
Yeah.
Overall impacted. Because by the end of, what is it, chapter 3? Or what is the last chapter?
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2? Just 2 chapters? It's like, oh, well, what about Liquid? What about the Philanthropist that he rode off with? There's all these little loose ends. So, yeah, I did feel it a little bit. And the conclusion of 2, while it did go into the twist, it felt like, maybe it's because of the episodic, it was like episode 1, episode 2. It's kind of like, little neat conclusions in each thing. It just didn't feel like a big like build up into like a, an ending.
I really wish it did, because everything up to that I adored,
Yeah.
I wanted that feeling of closure, but we didn't really.
Yeah.
We didn't get it. Not closure, but like conclusion, rather.
Yeah. So, in that way, but I mean, I think overall, I think we both really enjoyed the experience of the game.
Yeah. It's something that I'm definitely going to revisit in the future, but I really loved it. I really loved what we got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last 10 to 15% of the game can't help but feel cobbled together. Yeah.
Yeah. Venom Snake, really interesting character. Punished Cause was a really compelling character. Heartbreaking to see this happy-go-lucky character, seemingly from Peace Walker.
Yeah.
Just his lust for revenge consumed him. Ocelot was a really interesting character. You saw...
Yeah. Very different from our previous Ocelot.
Yeah, we see his hints of his scheming, and then we realize at the very end that he had begun, because he set in motion the Venom Snake and Big Boss separation, but he also was experimenting with the self-hypnosis stuff.
Oh, that's
because through the events of the Phantom Pain, he had already self-hypnotized himself to forget. Right?
It's crazy.
So, and that leads into eventually, Metal Gear Solid 2 and beyond.
Defeaters has something interesting. I liked it a lot, but my biggest issue with it is it doesn't feel like a Metal Gear game in a lot of ways until you get to certain aspects of its plot. And I tend to agree with that. It doesn't have...
It took a while.
Yeah, I appreciate it on its own as a game, but it doesn't feel like Defeater said, like a Metal Gear Solid game to me, because it doesn't have those things that we've been talking about, like those like Metal Gear Solid tropes.
Isms,
like what can you say? Yeah, the isms of Metal Gear Solid,
Labama says it. They really make you work for the Metal Gear, but it's there. I agree.
Yeah, it's there.
I agree. But at the same time, I always respect a long-founded franchise, a history, a franchise with a history that decides to try something new. I always respect that, whether or not it ends up being, the best. I always respect it, and fortunately, I enjoyed the game.
Yeah. You were talking about characters earlier. Punished Cause, Quiet,
awesome character.
Like very skilled. Ends up sacrificing herself. And we kind of wonder why she's quiet.
Yeah.
And it's because she's kind
and
of
it's really cool.
It's holding a secret, holding a parasite.
Yeah. A vow of silence.
Yeah. Again, we've mentioned this before. Yeah. There's a little bit of gratuitous male gaze stuff going on.
Yep.
Namely in her outfit, and I know people have mentioned it. It's because Hideo Kojima wanted to design an outfit for cosplayers to cosplay.
Yeah.
Which is a take. So
But and they did justify it in universe, but it's a fictional universe that someone wrote. You know what I mean?
Again,
someone wrote it that way.
We have what's our friend? Who's the character? In the chair, who also has the parasites, who's also living because of the parasite. Code-talker.
Yeah.
And I joked like, what about Code-talker's bikini, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know what they're trying to do. Let's not pretend.
Yeah. But.
Yeah.
What about Huey?
Huey, I had forgotten that we first met Huey in Peace Walker.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? And then there's Huey, and then he continues to be Huey in this game, and wow, what a piece of work.
Slime ball, right?
Yeah.
We'll get to some of you guys' responses on our survey on the Discord, but oh my god. so satisfying to hate him. So well written, so incredibly performed. The performances in this game were incredible, but Kaz and Huey were some of my favorites, especially when they're up against each other.
Oh yeah, it's kind of crazy because Huey's voice is obviously also Otacon's voice, and how I could feel like they are completely different people.
Yeah.
Even though they look the same or similar because they're related and they have the same voice, but I'm like, Huey's just absolutely, gross, slimy, like you said. Otacon we love, of course, but yeah, it's oh man. I thought there was gonna be a moment where it turns around. Like, it turns out, it turns out
keeps digging deeper, right?
Yeah, there's some moments where it's like, okay, I see where you're coming from, maybe a little bit.
People keep calling him out for his lies, and then so he lies more,
Yeah. But oh man, that guy. I did it! Revenge! Yeah! After we have that whole thing, he Skullface is like, "Oh, kill me," and we walk away. We're like, "No, you're gonna deal with the suffering." And we see flashbacks of Kaz's wounds and Big Boss's wounds, and then we're like, "No, you're gonna suffer here." And then Huey goes in and does the thing, and we're
revenge.
Like, I know, and we're like, And you said it. You're like, that boy ain't right.
Yeah.
So Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when Huey was on the boat, just a gross person screaming and hollering to himself. Yeah, lying to himself too, dude. Incredible.
Scrolling back up a little bit, I saw Malice said quiet is optional in the game. Is that true?
Malice, do you mean like when we first get her? Because we hold a gun to her head, I could pull the trigger, and then she's just not in the game. Right?
Really?
Is that the point you're talking about, Malice? Because I think we can just kill her there, and then she's just not in the game anymore.
No way! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. But I knew that she was a character, so I wanted more story. So.
You can't. That's crazy. Yeah. I did not know that. Wow.
Pretty crazy.
And she's like a fully fleshed out character. Well, I don't know about fully fleshed out, but she has a lot of, kind of critical moments.
Yeah.
But
you can miss DD too. Nice.
You can miss out on DD?
Yeah.
That I would, I'm so happy that you found him. But I can believe that DD was not, it was not absolutely critical.
I remembered it from the trailers. Yeah.
Okay.
But just to keep everything on schedule, let's move on. If you guys have more you want to discuss about this or any other games, Discord. We got a channel for it.
Yep.
Just make sure you're typing in the correct channel to not spoil other people.
What a game, though.
Again, another no promises phenomenon. We moved on to play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and this is the first. It's another game neither of us had played, but this time Audrey played it.
I did.
Audrey was hands on the controller, and leading up to it, Audrey didn't really know much about it. But as soon as someone mentioned in chat Platinum, Audrey was like, "Oh." So check out. Here's some highlights, some clips from our very recent playthrough of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Here we go.
How are you doing?
I am ready.
Ready for?
Revengeance.
Metal Gear Rising.
Ready.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
Yes.
I must admit.
Right in a suit. Oh, who dis? Oh, come on. Please have cool hair. Please have cool hair. Yes. Oh my God.
Put the kids to bed.
What?
Yes, dude.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh.
Okay,
wait, how long can I do this
everyone
for?
in chat, Audrey did not see the trailer.
How long can I do this for?
Dude, a Metal Gear Ray? They still make these?
So you're Jack.
Oh.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead.
Straightforward.
Personal course.
Nice. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay.
Dude, this music.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yes. Here we go. I love a quick time event.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I needed to do. Okay. Did I do that right?
Ninja run, ninja run.
Oh, ninja run. Oh, yes! I love this. Oh my god, I want to do this in I fantasize about this in real life, I swear.
Being a cool ninja.
Yes, I do.
Ninja Audrey. Oh, he has a trigger. Oh, to launch the blade out. Fast.
Forest or something?
Kept you waiting, huh?
Oh my god.
I possess an intellect far beyond human reckoning.
Okay.
You don't say. Okay then. What's the meaning of life?
Oh!
Yes, dude.
I am here to kill you.
Oh!
Oh, she sees us.
Raiden, what's happening?
And she throws knives?
Alright, Audrey loves this character.
This is fun. Wait, and she has a... Oh.
Oh, nice to meet you. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, I did not mean to.
Oh my god, brutal.
Hope so. You'd be a little conspicuous just walking the street.
Guys.
Relax, Cap.
No.
Right in.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Fine.
Let's try using it to access the lab server.
Is that a USB joke? Guess he's talking about his arm. See ya, dude.
He's okay. He's okay.
Dude, this guy is the best.
Yeah.
We're both wearing red.
What's the matter with that? Yeah. Yeah.
Not intentional. but here we are.
Completely unintentional.
Yeah. I like the design on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, dual blades? Dual. Oh, yes. How can you slice up someone who is already sliced?
Oh, good boy.
I'm saying Jack is back.
Jack is back.
Doctor, turn off my pain inhibitor.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
Raiden decided to wear red. Oh my
god.
We didn't even have to do it ourselves. Oh my god, we're all wearing red right now.
Raiden's like, Happy Lunar New Year. Let her rip, Beyblade. Let's go.
Dude.
All of them?
Do they have to squeak like
I
that?
know.
He's not going to be in Rush Hour 3.
Oh
Dolan.
my god.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh.
Dude.
You got each other. So kawaii.
Shoulder.
Hi there, stranger.
Oh.
Hey, you're looking.
She's looking like her mom with that outfit.
Oh my god, you're
Olga,
right.
right?
Long story.
Oh my god, dude. Awesome.
Kawaii Hikari-chan.
Excelsis?
Excelsis?
Excelsis.
It's a Metal Gear?
Oh my god, are we about to like throw it?
Yes!
Oh, dude.
Oh, let's use it!
Yes,
oh
please.
my god,
Have a good night, Dan. Are you about to parry it? Yes, dude. Oh, wait, would you see his face? Oh!
Oh!
Oh my god, yes!
Oh, he's like...
Nanomachines.
Is it like
No, I don't know.
It's like, you know...
You're batshit insane.
Okay.
Yes! Yes! What?
Yeah, we went full, like, cartoon. Ugh. Oh!
Nanomachine, son!
Come
Nanomachine,
on.
son.
Okay, so how do we use this? How do we use this to defeat him?
Get him with emotional trauma. I don't know.
I said my sword was a tool of justice, not used in anger, not used for vengeance.
Oh.
But now I'm not so sure.
This one's for revengeance.
Yeah. Oh!
This isn't mine.
Yes! Yes!
Well done, Jack.
All according to plan.
Yeah, dude.
Your dream dies with you.
Yes,
Oh!
yes. There it is. Shout out to Audrey. Great job.
What? Hey.
Nanomachines, son. Now we know.
Now we know.
Audrey with the anti-motion sickness goggles. What's the verdict?
Yes, not drunk goggles. You know, I don't know. I never got them to fit right very well.
They were squeezing your head.
They were squeezing my head, and that gives me a headache. That's why I can't wear hats too when cats. So I don't know, but overall, I feel like there were definitely some streams where I was like, okay, I walked away feeling pretty motion sick. But I got through it, so I would say, that's a win. That's a win here.
Yeah.
People were saying this isn't my sword. That part was so fun. There were a lot of moments like that where I was like, okay, that's like kind of, it's like epic but silly.
Mm-hmm.
Like my sword isn't for revenge, but this ain't my sword. That kind of thing. Or like when he uses the Excelsius's like arm to parry itself. Like, come on.
And you did some Zandatsu with it too.
Zandatsu. Oh yeah, the Zandatsu moments. Like
cut at will.
Yeah, it's like
those things, the cheese.
Yeah.
Gives it that Metal Gear identity.
It does. It does.
We were surprised at how Metal Gear this game was.
Yeah, it's kind of like that cheese dialed up to 100.
Yeah.
Kind of.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So while the gameplay was different, there were elements that it had the heart of Metal Gear. We really enjoyed it. Yeah. So, it's the 10-year anniversary in about a little over a week. We'll see if they have anything planned, hopefully. But I'm a little jealous that Audrey got to play it.
Oh.
So maybe I'll play it myself off stream sometime.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That'd be fun.
Dude. Raiden was a little different in this game. His voice was different.
Yeah.
He was doing a bit of a different voice.
Did we get word why, or was that just a choice, like an artistic decision? Yeah, kind of because it did feel
dial,
different.
Upping that cheese.
Yeah, exactly. The child brains. Oh my god, that was
really intense. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of it. Well, I mean, this is kind of like the Raiden from 4, right?
Yeah, and that's right. This is the only game that we have that's post 4.
Yeah, but I was kind of expecting, I don't know, a little bit of a softer Raiden. He's a family man. At the end of 4, we kind of get this like nice reunion with him, Rose, and their son.
Yeah, where were they? New Zealand?
And yeah, they say it in the games, like, oh, they're fine. They're in New Zealand. So, yeah.
I was pretty jealous. I was also a little worried about Audrey feeling motion sickness, but I know that Audrey can't play some games because of her motion sickness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe change the logo.
Oh, shoot.
Audrey can't play some games because of motion sickness, but in our history together, there have been exceptions where a game is just so much fun that Audrey powers through it. And I feel like this one was somewhat that. You were able to play for a lot longer than you probably thought.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I thought you were maybe going to hand over the controller to me for a little bit, but you had fun with it.
I did. And I ate a lot of ginger candies, which, helps alleviate nausea. And I don't know, maybe the goggles did help to a certain extent. But I did that.
So go ahead and continue chatting for a little bit before we move on from Revengeance and head deep into the survey. Again, join our Discord. We have a channel where you guys have been for the last week submitting your thoughts on the series. We're going to go over those in just a moment. I'm going to take a quick restroom break. Audrey's going to hang out, right?
Yep. Sounds good.
And then we'll go over everyone's responses. Submit your favorites, least favorites, and all that, and we'll discuss them in just a few minutes. I will be right back, but Audrey will be here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Now it's just us chat. So I can't play Sonic anymore due to motion. Can't really. Yeah, I don't know. Something just kind of like flipped in my brain. I don't know. Like I used to be fine, like even playing games in a car or looking at, a device in a moving car. I used to be totally fine. Now, like if I look at my phone for like more than 30 seconds, I'm done, sort of thing. And the whole meme theme of Metal Gear Rising holds up. I did not know that going in, and I was wondering, like, people were always talking about the memes. I was like, okay, I guess I'm ready for the memes. And were there memes? There were memes. Yakuza series next, Jeannie asks. I have been so interested in the Yakuza series. Anthony also, and I don't think he's played any himself too. So I mean, that's definitely in the cards. The new one, Ishin, is that out soon or recently? I think who said it at the beginning of the stream? They said that they were currently downloading it. I think it was Golf, maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Saw someone go from 0 to sick in Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart. Actually, surprisingly, Mario Kart, I'm okay. Defeater's always had that issue with driving and reading, playing games. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to be okay, and then, I don't know, something happened, and then I wasn't okay, and after that moment, it's been really hard to play certain things. And I can't even really pin down what it is. Just sometimes, even side-scrolling platformers, if the camera is like a little weird, I think it's a camera thing. If it's a little like floaty, or if there's a lot of, I don't know, head bobbing and things like that, then it's like it's game over. What a nostalgia trip. Yay, Rafa. Happy to hear that. Yeah, we're gonna, like Anthony said, we're gonna hop into the survey on the Discord in a little bit, and we're gonna read some of your answers. I'm excited to look at those and see the results of the survey and see how maybe they've changed. The main thing with motion sickness is you have to be the one playing, or you have to focus on the screen as if you're the player. Yeah, I kind of get that. I mean, even if I'm the one playing, like first-person shooters will get me. What is that? There's that puzzle game. Oh my god, what is the puzzle game I'm thinking of? It's on an island. It's a first-person puzzle game. The Witness. Yeah, that game absolutely wrecked me. So Anthony and I were trying to play together, and I was like, I couldn't play it. So I would just like wait for Anthony to get to the next puzzle, and then I would look so I could, like enjoy the puzzle. But anyway, yeah, that's been my experience with motion sickness. Oh, Ishin is out Tuesday, but if you get the digital deluxe, you can play Friday. Ah, okay. Bryce also got a Final Fantasy IV music box. Does it play Theme of Love? Raptor's got Friday off, but also a backlog. Time to dig into that backlog, Raptor. Do you get seasick, Audrey? I do on small ferries, like smaller ships. If it's like a big enough boat where I don't feel the I don't know, the motion of the waves, then I'm okay for the most part, I think. But if it's very rocky, it's I'm having a bad time. Same with airplanes. If there's a lot of turbulence, then I start to feel bad. But for the most part, I'm okay on airplanes. What are some series out there that y'all would compare to Metal Gear Solid? Is there even anything like it? While there are some great series out there, I just don't think anything compares to Metal Gear Solid. Let me think about it. Well, yeah, nothing comes to mind immediately where it's kind of like this historical fantasy kind of, I think, I guess in terms of story, right? Where, yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I can't think of anything specific. That's a great question, but yeah, you're right, where there's nothing really like it, Tomas. Mine is more so photosensitivity, flashy stuff makes me sick. Oh, Azer. Oh, man. Is it, are you pretty sensitive to that? Because in video games, like I would say like any kind of shooter, like just like the flash of the, I don't know, what would you say, like the gunfire, like something like that might set you off. The Witness makes you nauseous, really? Yeah, Defeater. Yeah. Oh, welcome back. We're talking about me being motion sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that game, I think we had to we were trying everything because they had some accessibility things like setting the field of view really wide.
We tried all kinds of
stuff. Still no. Yeah.
Made the window for the game smaller.
Yeah, actually, that's how I played Rising. I had to play with like a smaller window, so that I wouldn't feel as sick, and I think it helped a little bit.
Yeah. But you had fun. You haven't really played many third-person action games like that, right? Kingdom Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts can be pretty flashy.
Yeah,
you actually get motion sickness from Kingdom Hearts 2, huh?
I did. They were at the beginning of the game. I felt it, and I was like, nope, I can't. And I was like tricking. I was like playing mind games. I was like, nope, you don't feel sick. You don't feel sick. Just keep going. Just keep going.
You wanted to play it. You didn't want to not play it.
Yeah. So,
thanks for the follow.
Thank you, Stinky. Thank you so much for the follow. 14 spells can do it after a while too. Azer. Interesting. Okay. The witness is so slow moving. I find it so strange. It must be the field of view or something. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like you mentioned, the head bobbing. Yeah. Minecraft. There's like a head bobbing in Minecraft. Unless I think you can turn it off, but that kind of got me at the beginning.
We gotta turn that off. There's a lot of settings Audrey has to turn off at the start of any new game.
No. So.
But can you imagine yourself playing other Platinum games in the future?
I think so.
Because you were nailing those parries, dude.
That's like one of the main thing I wanted to get down. I think when it came to the gameplay, I was like, yes, I can hack and slash, but I really want to get these parries down if possible.
Yeah.
Rewarding. And I had some experience with that kind of quick reaction.
Yeah, there's some of that stuff in 2D games.
Yeah, like Metroid Dread I played recently, that kind of thing. So, I had some experience, and I really wanted to get that. So, I'm happy that happened, and we had a good time with it. Give Audrey Bayonetta. I think that's what
I think you would like.
I think that's what Anthony is suggesting, and I've seen some things from Bayonetta, and I do kind of like the vibe of it. So maybe we'll see.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. Jeannie was asking, Yakuza next?
It's on the list, but don't know exactly where.
Yeah.
And the list is huge, so.
The list is
We
huge.
can only really do one duo stream per week, so it's tough for us because when we select a game, we have to have somewhat of a high level of confidence that it'll be a good fit for us and for the stream. Because one game, we're locking it in for several months probably. You know what I mean?
Nothing more satisfying than a good parry. So true. Vanquish, not familiar with.
Yeah. But Yakuza, I'd say, is fairly high on the list.
Oh, high on the list.
So
there it is.
And again, if anyone has recommendations based on the games we've played, if you have games you think we'll like, we have a whole channel in the Discord for recommendations.
Yep. I've already listened to Baka Mitai a lot.
Yeah.
I like
we're
that
familiar.
song.
But so we have completed discussing each game individually. Now, let's get into the survey. This is your last chance. Yeah, I guess you can change your responses in real time. But again, on our Discord a week ago, I made an announcement post in which if you reacted with an emote to that post, it would give you a role on our Discord that reveals some hidden channels, one of which was the Metal Gear Solid Debriefing survey, where we asked you for your favorites and least favorites, and you could vote on stuff. The reason we had it hidden away in a different role is because we didn't want our Discord, the non-Metal Gear people, to get spoiled by stuff. So I appreciate everyone who was able to submit their responses.
They exist.
It is super fun to see the responses come in, and we appreciate everyone sharing their thoughtful opinions on this beautiful series. We're going to go over each category one at a time right now.
Yay.
Reveal your responses so you can follow along on the Discord, and then talk about our responses.
Yeah. It's going to be really tough for me. I'm really bad at
Sure.
like choosing a favorite thing in general.
Me too. But we've had some time to think about it. So the first category, favorite snake.
Already.
Right?
Out the gate. This is tough.
So there's Solid Snake / Old Snake.
Yeah.
Liquid Snake / Liquid's Arms / Liquid Ocelot / Eli. Snake / Raiden. He had the codename Snake for a moment.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I was a little surprised you put that, but yeah, that's fair.
Solidus Snake.
Yeah.
Naked Snake / Big Boss. And then spoilers, Venom Snake.
Yeah. Okay.
So, overwhelming. A lot of so in these, I encouraged everyone to vote for more than one. You didn't have to just pick one. Just check all the boxes for your favorites.
Right.
And Naked Snake has 17 votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm not surprised by this. I think I'm not surprised. And then in second, I guess, if we're calling them places, in second place would be Solid Snake / Old Snake.
Yeah.
With 9.
Do you think maybe you guys, if you're compelled to, in chat, feel free to, if you voted for one or the other or any of them, feel free to talk about why in chat. But I don't know. I feel like maybe people are thinking about specifically Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, I
Peace
wonder.
Walker?
Yeah.
Because he is... You're rooting for him. Metal Gear Solid 3.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's got such a big role.
He's an important character for sure.
Overall, yeah. He's like he's in Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2.
Well, was he? He wasn't really in Metal Gear 1.
Oh, you're right. Oh my god,
That's
that was
Venom.
Venom. Oh my
Metal
goodness.
Gear 2 is Big Boss.
Oh
Right?
my
Am
god.
I right, guys?
Oh my god, you're right. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I mean 3 Peace Walker and yeah, you put 5 here, and I guess he makes an appearance in 4 as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a really big role.
Favorite Snake? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, do you need more time to think about your response?
I don't know. I feel for some reason I feel attached to Solid Snake.
I think that's my vote. That's my vote.
Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly. But I feel attached to Solid Snake / Old Snake. Yeah, even in his old Snake state, I feel kind of like this attachment to him. So I think I probably would have gone with Solid Snake.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
All right. Feel free to discuss it, you guys here in chat, or if you want to discuss it later on the Discord, the survey discussion channel. Next question.
The fall from innocence for Naked Snake after Operation Snake Eater. That's a good point and a good moment.
Disillusioned.
Disillusion.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh gosh, great. Oh, I love these conversations, but we have to get through these. Yeah, go ahead.
The next question is favorite Ocelot. And I thought this was a fun one because while it's the same character, they go through a lot throughout the series, right? So we got Revolver Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid 1, Revolver Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid 2, Major Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid 3, Revolver Ocelot / Liquid Ocelot Metal Gear Solid 4, and Revolver Ocelot in The Phantom Pain.
Wait, never mind. I was like, did the result just change? No, it didn't.
Another big one.
Yeah.
Major Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah.
So lovable.
This one I'm not surprised.
Not surprised.
It was a pretty overwhelming response.
Yeah, a couple of good votes across all of them. Some in Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, but
yeah.
Adamska, yeah.
Adamska.
He was just so charming. He was so clearly enamored by Naked Snake. The performance was great. His appearance at the end on the plane, like you said during the VOD, brightened the mood after the events that just transpired. You can't help but smile when he shows up in a scene, right?
Yeah, when he's like hitting away the bees or the
wasps with
the
revolvers. Yeah,
so many moments where I'm like, oh man, Ocelot. Yeah, the way he's introduced the revolvers, exactly.
Yeah, so fun.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty overwhelming. Yeah,
that's my vote
majority.
Too. Major Ocelot from 3 for sure.
I think me as well.
Great, iconic character. And unexpected too. You didn't expect him to show up. Oh my god.
Yeah, there is that factor of Ocelot in 4, where it turns out he's been living this lie, this crazy lie.
That's probably my second vote.
In 4.
In 4, yeah, Liquid Ocelot.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, I guess it starts in 2 technically.
There's something about a story where a singular character is carrying that immense burden that would crush any lesser person. I've played other games and experienced other stories where that's a thing, and it's just like I always really respect that. Like, how do they do that? And yeah, that element is really compelling to me.
When he exchanges names at the end with Snake, totally. At 3, yeah. All right.
A simple name.
Yeah.
But I won't forget it. So something like that, yeah.
I love it.
Dude. Okay, so the next question on the survey. Favorite save character. I thought this would be fun.
This is a fun one. This is a fun one.
So we got. I tried to be as thorough as possible. I want to make sure I didn't miss any of the options, but we got Mei Ling from Metal Gear Solid 1, Rosemary from Metal Gear Solid 2, Paramedic from Metal Gear Solid 3, Otacon from Metal Gear Solid 4, and Courtney from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. So what do we see? We see it early on in this survey.
Yeah.
It was kind of tied between Mei Ling and Paramedic, but right now Paramedic has,
Yeah. I'm a little surprised, I think. I'm a little surprised.
Oh, Blossom Great Point, right? The tanker mission, right? Otacon was the save person during the tanker mission. My bad. I missed that.
Oh. Oh.
Dang, if I missed one, you guys were supposed to tell me so I could edit it.
Oh,
That's
come
fine.
on. It's okay.
Yeah, how do you feel about the results?
I mean, I feel like they're all kind of they all have their own charm, these characters.
Absolutely, yeah.
as save characters, including Rose. We'll even include Rose here. I don't know. I like oh god, I don't know. I like Mei Ling. I'm attached to Mei Ling.
This is specifically Metal Gear Solid 1 Mei Ling because Audrey hasn't played Twin Snakes, where they re-recorded the lines.
This is true. Yeah. And then, she comes back in 4, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked Mei Ling, but maybe it's this, I don't know, this feeling where it's like the first Metal Gear Solid game I played, and so I love all the characters in that game or something. But yeah, Mei Ling I like. Paramedic I do like also. Yeah. What about you?
I do like Paramedic talking about movies. That was really fun. It was like, when you have like a really professional relationship with someone, and the only times you ever really talk to them is like about professional stuff, business, but then you find that one topic that they're passionate about and they kind of like gush over it, and if they feel like a different person. I got a little bit of that at Paramedic, and it was kind of charming in that way.
Yeah,
like she was like a movie geek.
Yeah.
Right, and so that was fun.
Uh-huh.
But I think for the same reason you like Mei Ling, Mei Ling for me too, because it's like that was like the iconic character from my first Metal Gear Solid game for sure. So probably Mei Ling my first vote, and then Paramedic. Yeah.
Cool. There it is.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right, the next question: the favorite Foxhound member.
Oh man.
This is specifically the group of, they call them terrorists in Metal Gear Solid 1. We got Revolver Ocelot, Psycho Mantis, Liquid Snake, Vulcan Raven, Sniper Wolf, Decoy Octopus. Shout out to these names.
Shout out to these names.
Really awesome.
Yep. Coming in first with 12 votes is Liquid Snake.
Yeah. How do you not? How do you not like him at least?
That's tough.
What a fun character.
Yeah, and you specifically referenced these members in Metal Gear Solid 1. Is that right? Like how they are in Metal Gear Solid 1?
Yeah. Just how they're represented in that specific game.
Yeah, Liquid Snake. The reveal.
Yeah, and Audrey dropping the F-bomb. A couple of those in this playthrough. Pretty fun.
Like, he got us, It was like that feeling. And yeah, the reveal in the codec where he kind of like lets his hair down. He takes off his sunglasses.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool moment.
Incredible performance.
But I don't know. Yeah. All these characters, I could kind of say something, like special about a special moment about them. I mean, Sniper Wolf was like, had a pretty heavy emotional moment.
Yeah.
And that fight, if I remember correctly, was kind of cool.
Out in the field, yeah.
Yeah.
The snowy field. And then a little bit of her kind of. Did we talk about Stockholm Syndrome with her and Otacon?
Oh, because Otacon started to
like her.
her.
And he was like,
That's
someone who's nice
true.
to wolves or nice to animals can't be bad, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, for me, I would probably say Liquid, and then Psycho Mantis.
Okay.
And then Sniper Wolf. Psycho Mantis
nice.
Was a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
His first, I don't know if it was his first appearance, but it was right after we saw the close-up Meryl butt shot where she walked away. And then all of a
Oh.
sudden we see Psycho Mantis for a moment. And he disappears and we're like, what the hell?
Forgot that.
And then later on, the iconic, we don't really see in the hallway with Meryl as Meryl's voice changed.
Yeah.
And then, do you like me, Snake? And then,
Oh, that's right.
and then the creepy stuff, and of course the memory card stuff and the vibration. It's just everything
That was
around Psycho
fun.
Mantis was cool. And then the mask off in the end. We get some of his death monologue, and then he's like, put the mask back on. I want to be alone. Just a really cool character.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh man,
Tough.
that is really tough. I think I'm evenly between Psycho Mantis and Liquid Snake.
Okay.
For this one, yeah, because of how I think those like cute little you gotta change the controller slot.
Fun.
I guess this is more related to his mechanic, but
Sure.
how he reads your memory card, and then there's even a callback later on in Metal Gear Solid 4 about that little moment, so it's kind of cool. And I don't know, I kind of like those creepy.
You do,
of,
yeah. You like feeling, the goosebumps.
What is it
freaking
called
out a little.
when you can move things with your mind? What is that?
Telekinesis.
There's another word I'm thinking of, that like kind of phenomenon where it's like paranormal. I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking. But yeah, I think I'll have to go with those two. Oh, the song that plays when Cyberwolf dies.
Yeah,
I really like
shout out to all these
Cyberwolf,
characters.
too.
Seriously, Decoy Octopus, even though we didn't get much FaceTime, was just a really interesting concept and reveal for Decoy Octopus. Revolver Ocelot was really cool. He gets his arm sliced by the cyborg ninja. He even says you're pretty good in that. I don't know if they had in mind that line becoming an iconic thing, but he does say it. And then Vulcan Raven. We got 2 fights with Vulcan Raven. First in the tank.
That's right.
In the field, and then later on in that freezer room where he has the big Gatling gun.
And he gets eaten by all his ravens.
Dude, yeah.
That was pretty intense.
Pretty intense, yeah.
Yeah. Raven is fine. Oh yeah, being able to copy someone's blood.
Right, for Decoy Octopus.
Oh, Decoy Octopus. Oh, right. Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
of course.
the DARPA chief's body was in that cell, all drained of its blood.
Yep. Fox Eye.
But yeah, shout out. So did we say it? Liquid Snake got most of the votes, but it was kind of spread out.
Yeah, a little bit more spread out. Yeah.
All right, next one. Metal Gear Solid 2 equivalent crew, much smaller.
Yep.
Dead Cell. Favorite Dead Cell member. We got Solidus Snake, Fortune, Vamp, and Fat Man.
All right.
This one was pretty spread.
This one is pretty spread.
Yeah.
I mean, Solidus got the most votes with 10, but then the 3 other members all got votes, evenly voted.
I like
for
it.
7.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised at this result for some reason.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm not remembering correctly, but Solidus, in my mind, I don't feel like Solidus left that strong of an impression of me.
Not enough
in
for
that
you? Yeah.
in that game in particular. I just feel like everyone else had a little bit of more of an impact. I mean, of course, Solidus at the end, like he's the final boss, and he kind of reveals everything. But I don't know why. I just I personally don't think I would have voted Solidus. I think I might have. Actually, I don't know. I might go Fortune or Vamp, personally.
Fortune for me.
Yeah. I mean, I specifically remember when we see Fortune for the first time. I think we're outside, and then there's gunfire going at her, and all the
zipping around her.
Things are zipping around, and the seagulls drop, and she walks out really I don't know, like a goddess or something. Just you know. That was kind of
just that element of. I mean, it's not new, but that element of the character with the death wish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, are you gonna be the one that finally kills me? Even Vamp has a little bit of that, but Fortune, her connection to her father from the tanker mission.
That's right.
Just a really cool character, and the music associated with her, the jazz, is really
Solid
the
plot
melancholy
relevance.
jazz.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I recognize everyone in chat talking about how Solidus we recognize that he's an incredibly important person to the plot. We just wish we got a little bit more screen time.
I just didn't personally,
Yeah.
I wanted her power to be supernatural, and the reveal made me upset. But then it
came back.
flips again,
Flips
right?
again because she like deflects the missiles.
It's
right?
kind of interesting, yeah. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, to each their own, of course. And yeah, it's fun to look at these.
Shout out Metal Gear Solid 2 boss music. Great point, Fry Sauce. Metal Gear Solid 2 music solid in general.
I'm gonna have to look back at the boss music. I can't remember the boss music specifically.
How would you guys describe it?
Can you sing me a?
It was kind of like drum and bassy a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Kind of high tempo.
Okay. You guys didn't use the conveyor belt travel system?
I don't think so. Was it with boxes? Kind of like in Metal Gear Solid 1, you could use the trucks with the boxes.
I see.
All right, moving on. Metal Gear Solid 3 Cobra Unit. What a cool... Because at this point, you're wondering, like, oh, what's the next group of eccentric villains going to be, right?
Yeah.
Cobra Unit. We've got the boss. Although her codename in the Cobra Unit was the Joy, her emotion. We got the Sorrow, the Fury, the End, the Fear, and the Pain. Of course, unfair advantage. The boss is a boss. Got the
unfair
most
advantage?
I should have excluded her just to get some more interesting. That's why I wanted people to vote for more than one.
Right.
But other than the boss, we got a lot of votes for the End.
Okay, yeah.
And the Sorrow.
Right. I think I would probably go with those two as well.
I think so too.
Yeah, the End, like, pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Boss fight in the first
like the proper
place.
fight, right? The actual sniper battle,
The
which is
proper
really
fight,
awesome.
But also the fact that you can kind of like
The
get him
meta stuff.
early. You can kind of kill him early.
There's a couple meta things around him.
That's right.
There's
if
an
you just wait
opportunity
him
early
out,
on. You can snipe him in the wheelchair,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the other time is you can wait it out or change your system clock, and he just dies of old age.
Yeah.
Were there any other ways than that? Just a really the meta stuff around him is certainly interesting, but the fight itself is also cool. It felt more, while Sniper Wolf's sniper fight was cool, the End was like kind of like an evolution of that sniper fight. It felt like. Yeah.
And of course, I mean the Sorrow.
Yeah, what a visual, right?
Yeah.
On one hand, it was like a journey through your sins.
Oh, you're talking about the river scene?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking even the fact that he kind of pops up every once in a while.
Yeah.
And you kind of
Oh,
think...
yeah. When you're in the first person view?
Yeah, and it's like, wait, huh?
Yeah, the lead up to the actual encounter with him, his presence here and there.
Yeah. I did.
Where the boss is like, oh, it's raining. Are you there?
Yeah. And I do like a kind of a supernatural moment like that. Yeah, at first it was scary and then it became sad, you know?
Yes,
it's like
incredibly.
Something like that.
When you learn the context about their relationship, the child they had together, their final mission in opposition. Is there such thing as a objective? I forgot her exact words, but an objective enemy.
Oh, yeah.
And she lived those things. You know,
joins her. We're
pretty
together.
tragic.
Technically, Ocelot's father.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and his dead body near the river.
That's right. And you can see it or something, right? Like early on, like really early on.
Yeah. And then in the end, at the end of the encounter, you die, and then you use the revival pill to come back, right? I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it. So the mechanic was the mechanic for the fight was not really a fight; it was just an experience that you have to overcome. Yeah. I don't know how I would vote this. If certainly the boss, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, maybe the Sorrow for me.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm sorry for the other ones didn't get a lot of votes. You got the Fury, the Fear, and the Pain. The Fury was the cosmonaut, the fire.
The fire one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
The Fear was the guy with the long tongue jumping around in the trees.
Yeah.
And the Pain was the bees.
The bees. Yeah. Yeah. They're kind of. I don't want to say they kind of fade into obscurity. But
yeah, they just didn't get those enemy or villain boss battle monologues after.
I mean, none of
the first two games.
None of them did really.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
for the Sorrow in the end, it's the stuff around them.
Right.
Leading up to them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, but this one actually, now that I'm looking at this unit, This one starts to feel really like supernatural. Like the bees stuff. It's like, what is the heck is going on? Like in 2, you kind of get a sense of it.
Contextualizes a little bit of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, it does. It
early
does.
Parasite stuff.
But like that, and then like the fire, the fire thing. It kind of just like this. At the end of that boss
Very
fight, he
theatrical.
kind of like kind of goes out in a flaming like dragon or something. I don't know. Am I making that up? Well, anyway, the boss.
Yeah.
Favorite Cobra unit.
Yeah. Thank you guys for your responses for that. Okay, next, Metal Gear Solid 4 favorite Beauty and the Beast unit member. So there's 4 members here, and they're kind of a combination of some of the earlier ones in terms of name, at least. Naming style. Screaming Mantis, Laughing Octopus, Raging Raven, and Crying Wolf. So let's refresh our memories.
Yeah, I need to remember
Mantis
the boss fight.
Was later on in with the Psycho Mantis fight. Took Meryl again, right? It's gonna
yes.
with all the arms.
I did like that one.
Memory card.
Yeah.
Dual Shock. The dolls.
Yes.
Sorrow and Psycho Mantis fight.
Yeah.
Laughing Octopus was the fight in Naomi's when we rescued
in the hospital or the lab or something.
The lab, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
that
remember
fight was pretty fun.
That was really cool.
Raging Raven was in the clock tower after Eva's I Need You.
Yeah. I do remember that one.
Crying Wolf was the sniper battle on Shadow Moses. She was like in that wolf, and then she'd pop out with the handheld railgun.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So they all had really incredibly tragic, sad stories, but it was told through Drebin each time.
That's right.
Yeah. So, where did the votes fall, Audrey?
There were 10 votes for Screaming Mantis.
Yeah.
Which is... Yeah, I wonder how people voted for this. Like, did they enjoy the boss fight more? Or
story?
Yeah, was it a character design thing? Or the story? Yeah. I liked the Laughing Octopus fight, I thought. I don't know why, because
that was so cool with all the cloaking stuff.
Yeah, I remember when she would hide as the dummy.
Yeah,
and
the skeleton dummy. Yeah.
And then she would hide as a dead body. I don't know. I thought that kind of stuff was kind of fun.
This is a really cool photo. Really cool fight.
People liked. Oh yeah, the Camo fight, Raven fight, Crying Wolf because of the fight. Okay, so yeah, for the fight. Who has the best photo shoot? Okay, I was wondering at what level it was that. For boss fight memorableness. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be Laughing Octopus for me too.
Yeah. Oh, Laughing Octopus? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Next
the
category?
Beauty and the Beast, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
no. I'm just remembering about them.
Next one is the favorite member of the Winds of Destruction. I haven't had as much time because we just very recently played Revengeance, but I hope to play it myself one day. But kind of expected. We got Jetstream Sam, Sundowner, Mistral, and Monsoon. And for my research of making sure I had everybody, it turns out there's a couple that were cut.
Really?
From early development, early story writing for the game. But overwhelmingly Jetstream Sam.
Yeah.
Cool character. But no one voted for Mistral.
I was kind of surprised at that too.
Yeah, I like Mistral.
Yeah, I love a character that throws knives, you know?
Yeah.
And also that pole arm weapon that we get from her.
Pole arm.
Yeah, that pole arm. Iconic for one, and then also I really liked using that as my my strong weapon.
You just should have liked that weapon. Yeah.
But then also, everyone's kind of cool. Like Monsoon, kind of the segmented body was a little surprising. Yeah. And then
really
someone commented, how do you cut up an enemy that's already cut up or something like that?
For me, it's probably Sam, then Monsoon, then Mistral, then Sundowner.
Okay, yeah,
But I gotta get my hands on the controller and play it.
Yeah. Heck, I'm gonna go Mistral.
Number one for you? Nice.
I don't know. I just thought it was kind of
pretty memorable fight.
Yeah, I just like that one. Cool. The next one is a big one.
Next one's a big one.
Big one.
Favorite Metal Gear or related?
It's flipped, I think, since I last checked.
Really? People are changing their votes. Metal Gear Rex, Metal Gear Ray.
You're gonna go down the list.
Arsenal Gear,
Oh.
Shagohod, Metal Gear Mark II, Mark III, Gecko, Outer Haven, which is technically an alternate Arsenal Gear, right? The AI weapons from Peace Walker, Peace Walker itself, Metal Gear Zeke, Sahelanthropus, and Metal Gear Excelsis. Where do the votes lie right now, Audrey?
Currently with 12 votes, the most votes is Rex.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out. Second is with 10 votes, and that's Ray.
Yep.
And then third is 7 votes, and that is Sahelanthropus.
Nice. And a little bit after that is Arsenal Gear.
Yeah, I did think it was gonna be between or among these three, like the top three.
Yeah.
For a while, Ray I think had like the most votes.
A big lead, right?
Yeah, and I don't know why I was surprised at that, and maybe
Yeah, I think throughout our playthroughs, I feel like Ray didn't connect with you as much.
and maybe I don't know if that's on me or something, and maybe for people who voted for Ray, feel free to elaborate. I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but all the other ones, for me, is it a visual thing, or is it the fact in the game, in the context of the game?
Everything.
Because Ray did have some big impact in
yeah.
like the way it looks in the
I
game.
think your hang up is just the design. Maybe it just doesn't look Gundam enough. Too many curves.
It is sleek.
Yeah.
And it has kind of a amphibious-ness to it.
But you want some straight lines, huh?
I love a corner.
Yeah. Audrey loves the Gundam look.
I do.
So is it necessarily Rex
I do.
or Sahelanthropus for you? What do you think?
I mean,
All encompassing, aesthetic, moments from
all
games.
encompassing. Oh, with
impact.
moments in games
Yeah.
too. For me, it's between Sahelanthropus and Rex, I think.
Yeah.
The
top 3 are my top 3 as well. I'm trying to think about the order.
Rex kind of is iconic, and but when I might go Sahelanthropus surprisingly.
Whoa. Dude, cool fight.
The fight was cool, and when you see it, I guess with the knowledge of how Metal Gear have looked in the past, when you see this one, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is different. It looks
the
it
real
does look
deal.
like
Yeah, exactly, Labamba.
Yeah. Sahelanthropus is like fire whip sword thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thing, you're like, dude, it's so advanced. How do they go from Sahelanthropus to Rex, right? Well, the only way it even worked was because of some supernatural stuff. Because it wasn't even supposed to have a pilot.
And I think maybe there's an element of that I like too.
Just so cool.
Kind of thing, Such a lust.
Yeah.
Such a lust. Who?
Rex, Ray, Sahelanthropus for me.
Okay.
In that order.
Rex, Ray, Sahelanthropus. Yeah, Rex. I don't know. I really like Rex too, and I do have that Metal Gear Solid 1 like connection. Just like
can't help it.
I can't. It's true.
That's just how you feel.
Yeah, I kind of feel protective of like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like no, Rex is still cool.
It's the OG, guys. It's the OG.
Yeah, I do like.
The Metal Gear Solid games. Okay. We got Metal Gear games.
That's right, Metal Gear Solid games. So yeah, there's a little bit of that.
Yeah. And not only that, but the aesthetic that they established with the head portion. Right. You think about, on average, a Metal Gear has that Rex head shape. It's got a railgun and it's got a ray dome, right? How many Metal Gears have that basic setup? A lot of them, surprisingly. And the design of Rex kind of established that. Unless it was like the Metal Gear units from earlier games that established it. I don't know. I'm ignorant on that. But I don't know. Yeah, Rex number 1 for me.
I can't even remember Arsenal Gear.
You don't really get a look at Arsenal Gear because it's like a aquatic base. It's the whole base.
That's right. Okay.
It houses GW, right?
That's right. Okay. I was like, Arsenal Gear.
And then when we get the Outer Heaven later on, it's just another Arsenal Gear.
Cool.
Moving on to the next questions. The next couple questions are all free response. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to provide your thoughtful responses to all of these.
So fun.
We'll do our best. Do you think we can try to zip through them all?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just going to read them. Maybe we'll stop to talk about them. I don't know if I should have asked you this off stream, but I don't know if people on our Discord necessarily want their names shown or mentioned on the Twitch stream. So would you be okay with just us reading people's responses without saying their names?
Okay. Sounds good.
Just in case people want their identity between Discord and Twitch and YouTube separate.
Sounds good.
That's fair, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's just
feel free to say that's me.
Yeah, feel free to say that's me in chat.
But if it's not you, don't say it's me.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay. I'll read the first one. So the first question is favorite boss fight. Okay. Well, one response says, I'm inclined to say that Metal Gear Solid 3 is where the series finally married stealth design to its boss fights, and keeping that in mind, the end is probably the best boss in the series. You really feel like it's a fight to the death between you and this career sniper, where both of you need to use the environment to gain an upper hand. The lack of any music, instead choosing to focus on the sound design, was also a smart choice. The cherry on top is the handful of indirect methods to skip the confrontation entirely. I agree.
I forgot about that aspect of the lack of music. That's a really interesting point.
It ties into the whole game, right?
It does. It does.
You mentioned it earlier, yeah.
And it makes it feel more tense somehow. Or it's like, this isn't just a boss fight with music. This is like
an experience.
Yeah.
Immersion.
Immersion.
Blossom, you claimed it. That's you. That's Blossom confirmed.
Yeah.
Right.
I like
Go ahead, Audrey.
Blossom's paragraph here was all eloquent, and then Blossom, I like Sapper Daddy in chat. Anyway, here we have the next response. For me, it's close between Psycho Mantis in Metal Gear Solid 1 and the boss in Metal Gear Solid 3. For Mantis, it has one of my favorite soundtracks from the entire video game series. Also, I feel like very few video games back in that time period had this fourth wall breaking experience when he played with your controller and even read your memory card. For the boss in MGS3, there was so much history building up to the fight, the idea of utilitarianism behind it, drama throughout the entire fight, the cutscene at the end, and the various ways to beat it.
Yeah. Just the meta experience and narrative for both of those encounters were really impactful and memorable.
Yeah.
Because of that stuff.
I feel like, that with Psycho Mantis's fight, that's got to be one of the most iconic fights.
Oh, yeah. You talk about video game top 10 times video games broke the fourth wall.
I almost feel
Number 1, Psycho Mantis, right? It's got to be.
For those who played it maybe like closer to when it came out, did it feel like that fight kind of maybe put this game in like more, I don't know, like headlines
legendary
or
status?
It's like, oh, did you play this game? You won't believe what they do, because I can't imagine at that time a lot of other games doing this kind of thing. I see.
All right, the next response, the boss at the end of Metal Gear Solid 3. It's the culmination of the entire game and mission. Snake learning the truth, the boss letting her walls down for just a moment to have a genuine moment with the only person, aside from the sorrow, that she really cares for. The badass outfit that wouldn't count as camo anywhere except for that one spot, all to end in deafening silence with a single gunshot piercing through. Runner-up, MGS4 versus Liquid Ocelot. No matter how much they hated each other, they respected each other enough for a final fair showdown. Callbacks to the previous games with the music and health bars truly felt like the final fight.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. That moment was so cool.
Yeah.
Where you're kind of like working through the games.
It was a celebration of boss fights.
Oh, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
In the series, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the fight with the boss was like character-defining moment.
Yeah, and the outfit that wouldn't be camo except for this one. Oh, that
it was so good.
And when you kind of realize it, it's like this. Yeah, it did feel like a culmination.
Yeah.
This is what the game was leading up to.
Yeah.
All right, we have next one. I think. Yeah, Tomas said they gave permission,
cool.
So I will say this is Tomas's response. For me, it's almost tied between the final solid Liquid Ocelot fight on top of Outer Haven in Metal Gear Solid 4 and the final fight against the boss in Metal Gear Solid 3, because they both carry the most emotion behind them. In MGS4, it was the culmination of everything before it, and that trip down memory lane with the different tracks playing as they beat the hell out of each other to the last punch was just an amazing energy high for what was, at the time of release, the last game in the series, in quotes, and the end of the story. So the emotion of all the games wrapped up into one final fight, which also mirrored the fist fight with Liquid on top of Rex in Metal Gear Solid 1, was just epic. And of course, the emotional fight against the boss after learning about her and her relationship with Snake, and falling in love with her as a character throughout the game, to all come down to that final battle against our mentor. After we had already destroyed the Shagohod, after already beating the main villain of the game, Volgin, it all came down to that final fight. Her speech before the fight, her dialogue after the fight, the music both during the fight, especially using Snake Eater, and during her goodbye were incredible and so impactful to set the tone of the emotions. And then the final moment of having to actually pull the trigger ourselves puts it as the absolute number one for me.
Video games.
The pulling the trigger
The
part.
video games.
I also forgot
Such a
about
different
that.
medium compared to like television shows, movies, is because it's participatory, right?
Yeah.
While yes, the Metal Gear games have lots of cutscenes, there's just so much interactivity that make it much more memorable in that way. And this was one of them for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. I have a real favorite and a fun one. My real favorite is Volgin from MGS3 inside Groznygrad. The simple level design of the lowered platform plus the awesome music and countdown timer plus figuring out how to actually defeat Volgin with and without weapons was exhilarating. Honorable mention for me here is the exact next boss fight in the game. Volgin on the Shagohod for the same reasons. Nice. My fun favorite has got to be the Metal Gear Face-Off in MGS4, Rex versus Ray. Fan service to the max. And while we have been used to destroying Metal Gears in our time, actually piloting one was a special feeling when playing it for the first time. And this person also really liked everyone else's responses.
Nice.
Yeah, Volgin fight, the stuff leading up to it, he was just a killer. And it was satisfying to fight him for sure. And then fighting the Shagohod was really cool because the music was pumping.
Oh, yeah.
You got Eva with you.
Yep.
Really cool fight. And then the Rex versus Ray. Totally right. Fan service.
Max fan
Love
service.
it.
It was so cool. And yeah, we had never really seen that before, like Metal Gear
versus
Metal Gear.
Yeah. Shout out to that motorcycle. Yeah.
Shout out to that motorcycle for sure. For sure. All right. Next, we have how tragic Sniper Wolf and the Joy fights were. The end in my playthrough was really intense, maybe because I shot the bird.
That's right.
But the favorite one is Psycho Mantis. The first time you really got played with by Kojima, the saves, the dual shock, the Hideo.
Yeah, that's right. Like the video signal cutting out.
That's
right.
So I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And this is Hideo. That's right.
Hideo, yeah. I mean, it didn't make sense for us now because we don't have those old CRT TVs, but if you had the exact right TV model where it looked like that, it would have been like so trippy. You're like, oh, my video.
Oh,
Plug it back in.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I liked the Armstrong fight the most. It's just the most fun to play. Dude, I got to play it. Revengeance, dude. I got to play.
You got to play. That Armstrong fight was
over
tense.
The top.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, you were getting the parries, dude. It was fun to watch.
So? Okay.
Yeah, I'll read the next one too.
Okay.
For story reasons, each of the final bosses in MGS 1, 2, 3, and 4 are extremely well done and on theme. Genes, Liquid. Memes/false info, Solidus, who killed Raiden's parents and set his life on its falsified/manipulated course. Scenario, the boss. Senses/proxy wars, Liquid Ocelot. For pure gameplay alone, for me, it's Sahelanthropus in The Phantom Pain. That's the most alive Metal Gear ever felt to me. A true terror. Intense, grueling, and dark on a level the other Metal Gears can't match. I never felt more like I was in the fight than being chased by Sahelanthropus. Absolutely. If it did feel like a horror game. A horror game, horror movie, something like that, because Sahelanthropus was hunting you down. And not only that, it was in the tone of Metal Gear Solid 5, being dark and gritty. It's just like this gigantic beast hunting you down. Terrifying sounds, terrifying visuals. I really like the fight. Yeah. Whereas all the other ones had an element of fantasy, almost cartooniness in the encounters. This one was imposing, for sure.
For sure. My top 5 boss fights, no particular order. 1. The boss, Metal Gear Solid 3. Why? Peak emotion to the end, and also the way the fight goes. You respect her for her skills, of course, because Naked Snake and her created CQC together. Epic fight.
Yeah.
2. Jetstream Sam. The way his character is built, the things he said to Raiden, I respect him very much. He's a worthy opponent. Also, you will feel this even more if you play Sam's DLC. Oh, I almost forgot. Sam is Brazilian, just like me.
Nice.
The end. Why? I love nature. Forests, hide and seek, hunting, sniping, epic long fight. Felt so good. 4. Solid as Snake. I admire him because he tried to hit the Patriots.
True,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he has that rebellious anarchist thing that I like in a character. The final fight with him was a good one.
The dual blades.
That's right. 5. Liquid Ocelot at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4 on top of Outer Haven. Solid Snake versus Ocelot. So much time together in the franchise, so many battles, the songs, the ass whooping. Epic.
Yeah, what that fight meant, knowing the relationship between these characters.
Yeah.
Really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that about Solid as Snake for some reason.
Technically he was trying to hit back at the Patriots.
Yeah, that's right.
Time to replay Metal Gear Solid 2.
Kind
Honestly,
of.
yeah.
Those are the details where I feel like
Fortunately,
bad
we got
about
some
forgetting.
VODs to watch. Time to watch our VODs.
Time to watch our VODs again, yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
And
This one's
Tycho
fun.
agrees with the above.
Thank you.
We should say.
Favorite characters overall. This is a
Ooh.
fun one. I'll start it off.
Okay.
Probably Raiden, specifically his characterization in Metal Gear Solid 2, and not what they chose to do with him in later games. There is something about his arc in MGS2, on replaying or rewatching the game, that makes him an interesting audience surrogate. A sort of commentary on how we play games, how we're affected by games, how games play us, metaphorically, how we're affected by hero figures like Solid Snake. This all sounds a bit pretentious and it's difficult to explain, so hopefully what I'm trying to say comes across. It absolutely does. How he's being played. He's being manipulated by the Patriots.
Yeah.
They're just using him, a means to an end, an experiment. And then his eventual breaking out of that and learning the truth is similar to us. These games are messing with us, and we hopefully can break out of it and understand the overarching story in the end is really satisfying. And Raiden's experience in MGS2 is just the embodiment of that.
Oh, yeah. Solid Snake, despite everything thrown at this guy, from his birth to Fox die to being set up as a terrorist, advanced aging, potentially being a walking WMD, he persevered through it all. He was even like a mentor to Raiden, showed him life is worth living, and heck, maybe even got him to put a poster up. Self-sacrifice and deciding to shoulder the sins of all those around him by himself. Not because he owed it to anyone, but because he saw the best in others.
Yeah, dude, shout out Solid Snake. I was reminded of a moment in Metal Gear Solid 4 when he's asking Campbell and Rosemary about Raiden, Jack. And they're like, oh yeah, he just disappeared off the face of the earth after rescuing Sonny. And Snake is like, I used to work with that guy.
Oh, really? Oh, man, I
Raiden,
forgot about that.
That was so funny.
That is fun. But yeah, Solid Snake, yeah, you're right. I don't know if I've ever seen it in a sentence like this, like a lot of the things that he went through. And I'm like, oh, man.
It's a lot.
He did go through. He
did
went
do a lot.
through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more expected is my answer for this one. Gotta choose our favorite duplicitous gun-swinging triple agent and defector, Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot. His complexity and compelling nature, plus charisma in each game he appeared in, made a lasting impression on me. And not forgetting to mention, he is pretty much the instigator for 95% of the events of the series.
Yeah,
Plus, who can
let's not
forget his
forget.
amazing gun twirling in MGS3 before his boss fight? Dude, iconic, yes. Swan those bees down. He just has so many iconic lines, moments, and not just confined to one game. Yeah, really important character.
Otacon, as goofy as he is, he's super helpful in times of need, intelligent, brings that comic relief to an otherwise serious moment, a true best friend. And the growth of his character throughout the series.
He did grow a lot, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking about Metal Gear Solid 1, the lack of confidence, the disillusionment when realizing that his technology was being used for harm.
Yep.
Right? And then in 2 years later, philanthropy, his crew, anti-Metal Gear crew.
Hey, philanthropy.
Their
How did I forget that?
handshake, they're taking care of business by the time
Yeah.
tanker mission's happening.
Yeah.
He's gone through a lot.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. For me, it's a tie between Big Boss and Ocelot for all kinds of different reasons. With Big Boss refusing to be a pawn, refusing to fight for any country, ideology, etc., after understanding that it all changes with the times. Yeah, fighting the times. And instead choosing to fight the system while trying to do the right things, even though not always succeeding. And with Ocelot and his awesomeness across the board, from his masterful planning behind the scenes to his personality. But overall, it's the initial rivalry between the two which turns into mutual respect and eventual friendship and partnership. Absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah.
Evolution
of a relationship over the series is Big Boss and Ocelot. Iconic.
Definitely. Huey. Nah, just kidding. Ocelot in all recurring forms. A certain flair, a loose, loony cannon. Never know what to expect.
Eccentric. What an eccentric character
Very
in every representation of
Yeah.
him, right?
Except 5.
Yeah, but
He's
that's
not
just a
eccentric.
tone for the whole game.
Yeah,
Five,
I just gotta say.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Jetstream Sam is the coolest, but I think
Ooh.
my favorite is Ocelot or maybe Solidus. Probably Ocelot. Yeah, I think a lot of votes for Ocelot for sure.
As far as a singular game, I would say the boss in Metal Gear Solid 3 is maybe Kojima's best work. Her motivations are at first mysterious, but in the end, she ties everything in. Everything in the series ultimately can be traced to her. I do agree with the above point about Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2 as well. Across the entire series, I would go with the easy answer, Solid Snake. Unlike others, he makes no excuses for what he's done. There's no right part in murder, not ever. His motivations and goals are clear and consistent. Maybe it's the vanilla answer, but if there's a hero in Metal Gear, it's him. And it's specifically because he says he isn't.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, he. I remember the scene in the bathroom of 1 talking to Meryl. She's like, "Oh, you're a legend, you're a hero," and he just keeps brushing that off. He's like, "I'm just taking care of business, doing what's right."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a little cliche. Simple answer, you're right, but like I like it.
Cliches are cliche for a reason.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure,
People
for
like
sure.
them.
Next response says, my favorite character is Ocelot. Without him, all the plans and the grand finale wouldn't be possible. As a character, he's amazing. So many layers of mystery and plot twists. He's very clever. He delivers the master plan. That being said, I also like Big Boss and Solid Snake too, but Ocelot was always a surprise.
Yeah. Got a lot of
Shouldering the burden. I mentioned it earlier, but I always have a respect for a character like that.
Definitely.
And then the next response says, I think Solid Snake from MGS1, he went through so much, and that was amazing. Absolutely.
He went through it all.
Iconic. All right, and then on to the next, the potentially spicy question.
Yeah, the opposite side of the
least favorite characters overall.
Here we go.
All right, I'll start it off.
Yeah.
I'd say probably Coldman from Peace Walker. I don't know if I just haven't played it enough or with the style of the cutscenes, his exposure to us was too limited. But I feel like he was the most hollow character / villain. There just wasn't much to him, whereas other characters had at least some depth to them, even if fairly limited. Looking back on literally all the different characters throughout the different games, even if some were annoying or frustrating at times, to me he's the most forgettable. As I actually often forget he is even a character in MGS. Thus, I'd say my least favorite overall. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, kind of.
I have to stop and really think back and remember. It was kind of an element of like someone who was important at a time, brushed aside, scrambling to gain relevance again in his political world, trying to do something dramatic. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, I think I remember not being able to follow Coldman's logic
with the Peace Walker.
Yeah, with Peace Walker stuff. Like
it was muddied by his motivations and then Strangelove's ulterior motives. It's like, if you want this cold-hearted machine things, why are you putting this boss AI in it? Why have that?
Why are you
at
putting
all?
a human in it? Yeah. But yeah, I see this. This is a difficult one as I didn't really dislike any character. Well, not inherently. I will stick with characters who get more than a few minutes of screen time for this one. And reluctantly pick Huey for how uncomfortable he made me feel with his lies throughout all of Metal Gear Solid 5. We knew it was him making trouble all this time, and I couldn't deal.
Totally relate with that.
Definitely.
He just made my skin crawl later on.
Very unlikable.
Yeah.
Huey in Metal Gear Solid 5.
For sure. Next response also says, Huey. The man is a total scumbag. Betrayed everyone. Only cared about making Metal Gear. Killed the mother of his child. Always changed stories. Twisted his words. I'm not sure if it's 8th grade syndrome or chunibyo. What is that? Is the correct term. But he seems to think he's the main character in his own little world. Never once owned up to anything and always shifted blame. Yeah. Slimy. Spineless. are words people would describe someone like that, right?
Yeah, I'm seeing a theme here with a lot of these following responses.
But I do feel like least favorite is up to your interpretation, right?
Right.
Like I agree with these responses about Huey, but so effectively written. It's deliberately he's deliberately written to make us feel this way, and I like that.
Yeah. There's a few that I would cast my vote for. Huey for his unforgivable shenanigans in MGS5. Rose from Metal Gear Solid 2, but she redeems herself in Metal Gear Solid 4. And Fat Man from Metal Gear Solid 2 because his boss fight was probably the most annoying with the bomb disarming. I feel like his story was the least relevant in terms of the storyline for each Metal Gear Solid game. Does Rose redeem herself in 4? I don't remember.
It's tough because through most of 4, she and Campbell have to put on a false front.
Yeah. To keep her safe, right?
Yeah. So that they would be out of the eyes of the Patriots, but also so that Raiden can do his thing without any burdens.
Right.
Which is another weight that someone has to carry.
Okay, in that way, I think I see it, but I'm like...
Yeah, and they both suffered for it.
Yeah.
Incredibly, including Campbell,
Yeah, but I'm kind of like,
it.
Did she redeem herself? I don't know. I'm not saying I hate Rose, but yeah. Huey, I think. Can't stand dudes with no proper backbone. Let's keep it short.
Yeah,
love
respect
that.
Yeah. Most of a bunch of Huey hate in there.
Oh
love
no!
it.
And in response, no backbone and no legs either. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Rafa in chat too, clarifying the term that was used earlier. Just went to my favorite knowledge bank, Google. Chunibyo is a Japanese colloquial term typically used to describe early teens who have grandiose delusions, who desperately want to stand out, and who have convinced themselves that they have hidden knowledge or superpowers.
Like main character syndrome kind of thing, maybe?
Yeah. I get it. I didn't know there was a word for that. Cool. All right, the next response for least favorite character overall says Vamp. Characters like Rose or Huey or any number of others, you're meant to not like. You're meant to think less of them. They're meant to annoy you. With Vamp, still to this day, I've never understood his true motivations, especially in 4. And he's such a critical sub-boss for both Solidus and Liquid Ocelot. A person you can't kill because he heals an injury is a neat concept, but when it's ultimately revealed it's because nanomachines, that also took a lot of the edge off of him for me. Some things can be better left unexplained. Yeah, I see that, but on the other hand, the left unexplained is fortune, right? So Vamp did have a cool factor though, and I like Phil Lamar. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I see their point.
Definitely.
I don't know. I think I walked away thinking Vamp was like
Yeah,
cool.
I mean,
I don't know.
For me personally, it's on a shallow level of like, neat. It's like cool guy, cool dude. He's Vamp. He's like a vampire.
Yeah,
he's sucking blood.
I'm not thinking about Vamp
He
too
can't die.
seriously. You know, I'm like,
someone grab some garlic. You know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then if you put any effort into analyzing it, you're like, yeah, okay, he's just.
Vamp's motivation seems to be looking nice and dance. I was just thinking that exact thing.
Dance.
And when he like cracks his neck to the side, like to like dodge them.
Yeah, great question, LeBon. But why does Vamp do what Solidus and Ocelot want? Yeah,
That's a
maybe a little more.
Great
A little more
point.
development would be good.
But
yeah, on surface level, cool factor.
He runs on water though.
Nanomachines.
Come on.
It's nanomachines.
Huey, he's a douche.
There it is. Straight and to the point.
Oh, probably Decoy Octopus. He's just so convenient as a plot device. But yeah, I can kind of.
Yeah.
Well,
I can see that. But at least it's consistent. Like his name makes perfect sense. It's so straightforward. I don't know.
It's kind of, I think it's interesting. I think he was interesting, but I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a least favorite character, really, so I think I'm just going to be a jerk and dogpile on Huey.
No problem.
No jerk. Yeah, I mean, I think Jeannie said it earlier. All my homies hate Huey. So I guess we're all homies. We're all in this together.
Yeah. And then the final question in the survey. Favorite game of these 8 games we played.
Yeah.
How did the responses fall, Audrey?
With 13 votes, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Oh, I forgot to put the numbers.
The 3. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. That's okay.
Fix that right.
Oh, and someone just voted. So, yeah, and with 14 votes, Snake Eater. With 8 votes, Metal Gear Solid, the first one. And then with 7 votes, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots.
Nice.
Yeah, this is tough. Ooh, I think I actually might be split between these 3 games as well. I probably will have to give my vote to 3, but I really, really loved 4 and how it was, max fan service a little bit. And like I said earlier, max pander, but I'm eating it up. I'm loving, that kind of stuff. So the fact that the 3 games kind of build into 4 was really rewarding, and I think that's why I really enjoyed 4. And like I said earlier, with the first game, it's just like someone said, all killer, no filler, just excitement after excitement. And because the lore isn't so expansive there, so it's a little bit easier to get into. I actually like that too. So I probably, similar to how the votes panned out here, I'll probably go 3, 4, and then 1. I think.
Damn, this is so hard. This is so hard for me. Little sad Peace Walker didn't get any votes. Dang, because I really like Peace Walker, especially our recent playthrough of it. Like, there's more to it than it does a lot.
It does a lot
in such a handheld form factor.
Yeah. But if you gotta choose your favorite, is the question.
Snake Eater.
Or is the
Snake Eater holds up as a standalone, right? Snake Eater holds up as a standalone, similar to Metal Gear Solid 1 holding up as a standalone. So I like those 2. Metal Gear Solid 2 is an incredibly strong game that holds up, but it has to lean on 1.
Oh yeah,
it
that's
has
true.
to, right?
That's true.
4 is just non-stop fan service, and I eat that up. I love it.
Me too.
Me too. Phantom Pain I can see marinating in my brain over the years and growing in favor.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to replay it again. I have the advantage of replaying a lot of these other ones, but Phantom Pain I got to play it again. So if I do have to rank Snake Eater 1.
Ooh.
2, 4, 5, Peace Walker. I think. This is always going to be shifting,
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
We did it.
Did we do it?
The Reyony Metal Gear Solid debriefing stream.
Yep.
You guys are the best.
There's so much more, I feel like, to unpack. But I think we did a pretty good, at least sum up of our playthrough of it. And thank you so much for preparing those highlight videos. It was so fun.
Thank you. It was a ton of work, and I wish I included more, but
it's okay.
I don't know. I feel I'm pretty comfortable editing now. It's about finding the time. Maybe I'll do proper highlight videos in the future. No promises.
Oh, okay.
Is that something you guys enjoy watching on YouTube? Highlight videos of people's VODs instead of the full VODs? But they take a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. Thank you guys. Metal Gear Solid. I'm glad we're Audrey's caught up now, essentially.
I'm caught up.
Audrey and I are on the same page.
I'm here.
Thank you guys for taking the time to submit your opinions, tuning in live, watching the VODs. If you missed, I just want to watch it again before we close out the stream.
Sure. Okay.
If you guys missed it, we had a special transmission, pre-recorded message at the beginning of the stream. If you weren't there for it, we're going to play it again right now. So please, this special codec message.
All right.
Reyony, do you read me? Reyony! Reyony, or should I say, Audrey and Anthony. This is Solid Snake. I understand that you just finished a year of playing Metal Gear. on your Twitch channel, Reyony. I also understand that it's the first time for Audrey. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found that love can bloom, even on a battlefield. So, I wanted to send out a message to congratulate you on your streaming and finally discovering Metal Gear. And I'd like to thank your community of viewers and fans for their commitment to your cause. I'd also like you to try to remember the basics of CQC, to do your best to avoid getting into any unnecessary crab battles. And in this era of the Foxdie virus, once you're done Twitch streaming and you have to go outside, please take a cardboard box. You'll just feel more comfortable in the box. I mean, what's the pushback here? Be well, my friends. Congratulations. And listen, anytime you're feeling down, just remember this. Anthony, Audrey. You're pretty good.
Shout out
David
Hayter,
Hayter,
voice of Snake.
Yeah. Thank you for that special message. Shout out to Cameo. That was a ton of fun.
Look him up on Cameo, everybody. He will deliver.
Yeah,
he will deliver.
Really so I am going to edit together all of those highlight videos into one long video that will be on YouTube. And it'll of course be linked in our Discord. So if you want to rewatch those, you can either watch this VOD or wait for the complete video of all those highlight videos.
Yeah.
Going up soon. It's already uploaded actually, so I'll probably link it in the Discord tonight.
Nice.
But yeah, Year of Metal Gear. What's next? Who knows? We'll mention it on the Discord. If you guys have recommendations of what kinds of games we would enjoy on our duo streams, let us know on the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any final closing thoughts before we try to find someone to raid or just end the stream?
I feel so thankful to all the people who came through, to see us play this live and also on our YouTube. It just, it's because of you all really that I think our experience was enhanced.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just want to reiterate again how thankful I am for Anthony and for all of you for trying to make this first playthrough experience as how you experienced it for the first time. So being very considerate of what you say, and of course, being mindful about backseating and spoilers and things like that. So I feel so fortunate that we have such a great community around us and around this game, and I'm really happy to
Metal
be.
Gear fans are pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I'm happy to be one with the fans, I'm just so happy. So thank you all very much.
Yeah, again, same thing. Shout out to you guys for making this awesome. Shout out to Audrey for being willing to dive into this crazy franchise. Shout out to people who are able to, deal with our time zone and watch us live. Shout out to the people who watch the VODs on YouTube and then came over to Twitch. Just really awesome. The VODs for our Metal Gear stuff on our YouTube channel have gotten a ton of views and comments, and we're still doing our best to read and respond to all the comments. So thank you so much for sharing your passion and enthusiasm for Metal Gear while we have concluded our year of Metal Gear.
Twin Snakes, maybe? I don't know.
I do not doubt that there will maybe be
I am
more.
very interested. Let's be honest.
There's plenty of gaps in our Metal Gear experience. We got
So does the Metal Gear year ever end?
Never. It never ends. So, right? We could revisit something. We play
April
Acid,
30th is coming
Portable
up.
Ops.
Acid.
Right?
Anyway.
The Game Boy Color one. I don't know. There's plenty. Plenty.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you guys again very much. Here's some links in chat for you if you guys want to follow us. We're on Instagram, Twitter. Come hang out with us on our Discord. I'm going to leave the survey and survey discussion channels open for now. Please, if you have more stuff you want to talk to us about, we would love to talk about Metal Gear stuff. talk to us on the survey discussion channel. Because we had to kind of rush a lot of things today. I'd love to continue talking about it. YouTube.com/Reyony. Higher quality recordings of our VODs go up there. So rewatch stuff. And to help with that, we have a commanded chat, games played. It links you to a Google spreadsheet that lists everything that we've streamed. It tells you who played what, whether or not we beat it, and it links you directly to the VOD playlists, both on Twitch and YouTube. And using that information, if you want to give us recommendations for other games we might enjoy, either games for my streams, Audrey's streams, or for our duo streams, the Reyony Recommendations channel on Discord. We would love to hear your thoughts on things we might enjoy in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Audrey's checking out who we might want to raid right now. But let's close it out. Thank you guys again. Year of Metal Gear. Pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Audrey?
That about does it for us, I think. Thank you all again. My name is Audrey.
My name is Anthony. Together we're Reyony. And chat, you're pretty good.
Nanomachine, son.